And good morning, everyone, and welcome along to the Lavington Sports Ground on Ovens and Murray Grand Final Day 2025. 8 Grand Finals in total, 5 Netball Grand Finals and 3 football. And the first of the footy GFs is the NAVARA Cup Under-18s decider between the Wang Magpies and the Lavington Panthers. My co-caller for today's GF is the games record holder for the Holbrook Footy Club and 94 Barton medalist in the Tallangata Footy League, and that is Robbie McKinlay. Robbie, welcome to you.
Good morning, Lukey. Great to be here. And over the last few years, these third grand finals have been some of the best on the day, and I don't think this one will be any different, really. Wangaratta and Lavington, can't wait.
Absolutely, mate. Little overcast at the moment, and we got some light mist, didn't we?
We did, but I think the sun will burn through, and it'll actually be perfect playing conditions for the players. It's probably going to be around that 15, 16 degrees, and a little bit of overcast. That's just about perfect.
And alongside us, Robbie, is, of course, Benny Tallarico, the O&M's Under-18s representative coach. Good morning to you, Benny.
Morning, Lukey. Robbie, looking forward to it. It's going to be another ripper contest. I think if last year was anything to show, I think we're in for a treat. And these two teams, there's been nothing splitting them all season, and I think today's going to be no different. So cannot wait to get stuck into it today.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. So, of course, they met 3 times during the season, these two teams. So interesting. Just one kick, or basically, between the 3 games so far. So back in round 7 at the end of May, it was the Panthers by 6 points. That one was played here at the Lavington Sports Ground. On that day, it was Cooper Hall. He kicked 3 for Lavington, and Corey Peterson kicked 4 majors for the Magpies. In round 16 at Norm Inns Oval in early August, it was the Magpies by 5 points. Owen Boyle, best for Wang, and Carson Way was outstanding for Lavington. And in the qualifying final, just 3 weeks ago, it was the Magpies by 7 points at Bunton Park at North Albury. So, Benny, there's been absolutely nothing between them. So hopefully we get a close granny today.
Oh, fingers crossed. And I think you look across the board and there are some fantastic matchups that we're going to see today. I think one that I'm really looking forward to is watching Isaiah Robertson go head-to-head with Declan O'Sullivan from the Magpies. I think they've had the battle. Obviously, Isaiah's had a fantastic year in front of goal. Ended up kicking the 43 goals this year, and he's been aided by young Cooper Hall as well, who ended up with 37 goals for the year. Cooper obviously won the Leo Dean medal this year and had a fantastic individual season, so he'll be looking to keep that form up today.
Absolutely, Robbie. Interesting to see that the Rovers actually got knocked out during the final series. Of course, the Minor Previous, 17 and zip, and knocked out in the second semi. So unfortunately not here. They won it, of course, last year, but today a new look with the Magpies. Well, they actually played in the NAVARA Cup Grand Final too. Last year, 12 months ago, we saw a terrific grand final, and again, we're going to see a lot of young talent on show today as the Magpies take on the Panthers.
Yeah, those 3 sides you've mentioned, Luke, really have dominated the thirds competition over that last decade. The 2 Wang sides always strong. Lavington have been there as well too. They've had their premiership success too in recent times, so yeah, it should be a beauty. I think probably the home ground advantage for Lavington is going to be really big here. No travel. And it may be just enough to swing it the Panthers' way.
Yeah, very interesting. So in the home and away season, it was the Magpies with 15 wins and 3 losses, finishing second on the table, and the Panthers 14 and 4, 14 wins, 4 losses, finishing third. So welcome to you, wherever you may be tuned in, to watch the NAVARA Cup Under-18s Grand Final for 25 on a day that's, the O&M's day of days. The Lavington Panthers warming up at the moment at the Hannah Street end, and the Magpies just moving into position. So we might mention too, we've got 2 captains for the Wang Magpies. We've got Charlie Kerwin and also Johnny Blake. And we've got 2 vice captains, Trent Berry and also Owen Boyle. So no shortage of leadership. And for the Panthers, the captain is Riley Costello. He'll stand out in the 16 Guernsey with the blonde hair, Riley. And we've also got 3 vice captains, Isaiah Robertson, also Cooper Hall and Carson Way. Our umpires for today are Craig Eastick, Brendan Llewellyn, and also Dave Ryan. Also a big day for the umpires too, Robbie, isn't it?
Absolutely.
To adjudicate a GF.
Yeah, my word, it's a great reward for them. And Dave Ryan, very experienced campaigner, has done Ovens and Murray Senior Grand Finals. And Craig Eastick and Brendan Llewellyn, just good, solid performers. So they'll love it. It's a big day for them too. And we're just about set to go.
We are, mate. So this is it. NAVARA Cup Grand Final for this year. It's brought to you by McRae Motors. Ben Tallarico, Luke Francis and Robbie McKinlay will get us going. in the under-18s. Looking forward to this. It's the Maggies and the Panthers.
Thanks, Lukey. So Casey Webb for the Panthers up against Lavity, and it's Webb gets the first touch. Oh, was he caught without the ball? Play on was a call. Junk was tackled without it. Coming through hard over there was Will Dickens. Handball was okay, but gee, the pressure's hot early here, and Peterson has been tackled for Wangaratta. It's Will Peterson in the long sleeves, identical twin to Corey. A chance here now for Wangaratta to get their hands on the ball for the first time. It's just not going to clear here at the moment. Now it eventually will. Hurry kick was okay there by Jayat towards half forward. A chance to move it from Barry. Barry was tackled immediately. Kick off the ground. Back in there working hard was Barry, but it's going to be balled up, I think, by umpire Brendan Llewell, and it's been a tough, scrappy old start here. It's red hot, Luke Francis. We've gone just under a minute, no score.
Let's have a look, Robbie. So we'll get a stoppage on the flank. Webb got a fist to it. Is Barry brought down in a strong tackle. Oof. And umpire again will take it. Rightio, Benny. Who can we look out for? Who are some of the young stars playing today?
I think the fellow who just got tackled then, the captain for Lavington, Riley Costello, he's had a fantastic year, 15 times in the best, and came third in the Leo Dean medal as well.
Lavity got it inside. Tui went one-handed. Kerwin, the big fist. Here goes Tui again in the blue headgear. Left foot, turns it over. So the mark is taken by Lenny Sims, Benny.
Yep, Lenny is the youngest player playing today. He's taken a very unique path into the thirds. He actually just came out of the under-14s last year, so he won the 14s league medal and the goal kicking.
Wow.
So he's just turned 15 a couple of weeks ago. So he's a very, very talented player. He was a captain for the Vic Country under-15s this year, and has had a fantastic year. So this would be a great start for Lenny.
So here he goes, Lenny Sims, one of the young pups for the Maggies. It's going towards the top of the goal square. Good contest down there. Hadley had a fly at it. Got his first look. Ball, Baxter goes in. Good strong tackle applied. And the free kick is going to Klemke. I know one thing, Robbie. If your surname's Klemke, there's a fair chance you can play footy.
Yeah, and you're probably from around Handy or Waller or somewhere originally. So a little chipping kick there by the Panthers. Get the half back. Costello weighs up his options. Velodrome's side. Kick was okay. It was a little bit hot, though, in the end there for Carson Way. And the boundary line, well, the boundary umpire just slipping there. It's a little bit greasy, but there is signs of sun coming through here at the Lavington Sports Ground. We have gone almost 3 minutes for McRae Motors. Great to have them on board again this afternoon. So ball sits 60 out from the Wangaratta goal. In it goes. Lavity got the tap. The secondary hit, it's like a game of volleyball there at the moment. Kick off the ground was clever by Lavington. They get the ball to midfield. Peterson, tackle with the ball. There's nowhere to move at the moment. Umpire Dave Ryan says, give it to me. No prior opportunity. It's red hot, Luke. There is no easy openings out there at the moment. They're really sorting themselves out here.
That's right, Robbie. There's a clear kick off the ground by Goonan. Ball heading out wide. Bott with a chance now. He's about to pick it up. Callum got spun around in the tackle.
Oh!
Panthers win it back right down to the pocket. Wide ball, and it's gone out of bounds. Okay, so still no score. We're gone close to 4 minutes for McRae Motors in the NAVARA Cup Grand Final for 2025. Let's have a look.
The old-fashioned barrel, Lukey.
That's it.
Jeez, you got a piece of it too.
Nothing better, is there, Robbie?
Love it.
See a player hook onto one, right out wide on the flank. Maggies bring it off half back. They want the corridor. It's going to end up in the hands of Klemke again. So a couple of early touches for Zach. Goes short to Junk. So here's Sonny. He's 70 out at the moment. Now, can they find some space down there? Inside 50, goes long to the top of the goal square. Hall takes the mark, plays on, kicks a goal. So Cooper Hall, the Leo D medalist, gets the opening goal for the Panthers, and they're on the board.
Very, very smart footballer, boys. He just knows where the goal of the midfield, but he's just so damaging when he does rest forward. So it's going to make it pretty hard. I'd say they're going to have to run two taggers if they're going to try and stop him. Someone who takes him when he's forward and someone who's responsible for him when he's on ball. But yeah, Cooper's a very opportunistic player. He'll make something out of nothing, so it's a great start for him.
He had a great game back in round 7 to Robbie against the Maggies. He kicked 3 goals at the end of May in that clash.
Yeah, same venue. So he's bringing form in. Webb got the tap and then he followed up his good work, knocked it towards Costello. They followed up, they paddled the ball towards half forward to the Maggies. Knocked out there by Johnny Blake. Sitting over the footy now was Ayat. Tackled, slipping over there. Here's Peterson at half back. A high up and under there from Will Peterson. Punched away. Chance here for Panthers over the footy now. Gee, it's hot, red hot there. Kick was smothered. McGrath was there, couldn't get hold of it. Kick off the ground again by McGrath. Back to Will Peterson for Wangaratta. Just a whacks one in towards half forward. Great courage by Klemke. Stood underneath it. Got up straight away. Here comes Mason Plunkett. Drives the ball to half forward. It's over the back. Watch Hall here. Runs onto it. Hall gathers for 2 goals. He's put under pressure late. Good closing speed there by Caden Burrows. And Hall misses to the right-hand side. Minor score. Lavington 1-1-7. Lead the Maggies. Yet to score. 5.5 minutes gone for McRae Motors.
Yeah, and early on you can just see the instructions just to try and take territory. With the pressure that the ball carries under, they're just doing everything they can to try and play it in their forward half. So fantastic pressure to start the game, but it'll open up.
Yeah, absolutely. Great work from Caden Burrows. So out come the Maggies from the fullback position. Ball goes out in front of Cooper Newton. So we're going to have a stoppage here, about 80 around from goal at the scoreboard end. Maggies and the Panthers doing battle in the thirds grand final on the O&M's biggest day. So the boundary umpire about to hurl it back into play over there. Let's have a look. Cooper Newton and also Casey Webb. Ball down in front. Boyle got hands to it along the ground from Kerr. Maggie still with possession. They want to swing it back towards the centre. Good contest here. G. Klemke's been involved early. Maggies have a chance through Hunter Barry. Edging it forward inside 50-40 out. Panthers trying to repel the challenge. Schultz, he had a crack at it. Corey Peterson got spun around in a tackle. Ball at bootlace level over the shoulder call. So it's going to go to the Maggies.
Rammer.
Here he is, Rammer Schultz. 60 out. Can he pick out a Maggie? He goes to the top of the goal square. Good discipline play over the back. Klemke, geez, been busy. Hacks it out. Oh, just missed there by Gurnan. Bouncing ball. Good tussle for the Sharon. And they're about to clear it. In fact, Newton's going to send it back into the pocket. And Barry went over his head. Here's Flynn Scott with Klemke. Flynn picks it up. And the ball has gone out of bounds. About a 30 around from goal at the Hannah Street end.
Yeah, young Zach Klemke has started the game very, very well down back. He's one of the boys 11 times in the best players this year. So he's had a very consistent year.
So 7-0. Panthers lead. That's inside 50. For the Magpies, 40 around from their goal. We might have been held there, the big fellow. Webb, play on was the call. The tackling, the smothering has been a feature of the game so far. Quick kick from the Panthers, but if Mark's going to be taken, won't be paid. I don't think it carried the full 15 metres. It won't. Umpire Dave Ryan says, give it to me. Right, almost on the 50-metre arc. And Abe Russell there was doing some good work there for the Panthers, defending that one. Webb, this time I reckon he was held without the footy, and that's exactly how umpire Dave Ryan has officiated that one on this occasion. So Webb off half-back, Lukey Francis will pump the ball down the Velodrome wing.
Let's have a look out there, Robbie. He does. And Carson Wade picks it up. Left foot, his kick was smothered. Great pressure from the Magpies as the players go in. And we're going to have another stoppage. We've got to mention too, the head coach of the Wang Maggies is Chris Knowles, and what a final series he's had in the ones.
Big day.
Robbie, that's it. He's playing today in the big one, the first grade grand final. He'll be in the ruck, Knowlesy. So well done on getting his team through to the NAVARA Cup grand final. There's McGrath going out. And, of course, the head coach for the Lavington Panthers, Peter Dean, the 95 Carlton Premiership player, Robbie.
Yeah, they were great times, those 30 years ago now. Jeez.
What a stay he was.
Whoa.
Your Blues, Robbie.
Yeah. Been tough, mate.
And I don't know if we'll bring up, we've still got to talk about Benny's team too.
No, we don't have to do that.
We don't have to do that? Okay. Here the Panthers clear it at a defensive 50. Junk picks it up, Sonny, feigns. Now he's in trouble. One-handed, goes again. McGrath slipped over. Here's Peterson. Will going for it. He's being held.
Yeah.
Great decision by the umpire. So Will Peterson, as Robbie mentioned, his brother Corey's also playing. They're identical twins. Corey's in the forward line. Here he comes at the back. Webb in front.
Rammer.
Yeah, he's got it. He's being held.
Oh.
They pay the advantage. Oh, dear. And Flynn Scott's taken the mark, Robbie.
Yeah, I don't think it was advantage in the end, but that's the way it pans out sometimes. Here we go. Klimke off half back. Gee, he has been very impressive so far. Kicks a good one. Finds Costello, midfield. He'll chip it short. Finds McGrath. So Jay McGrath between half back and centre wing. Off the left foot. Drives it long. Oh, good grab, is it? No, not paid. Carson Wade couldn't quite hang on to it. Now he goes back for more. Hurried left foot kick. And, well, Klimke's doing it down one end. And this bloke, Will Peterson, has been outstanding off half back for Wangaratta. And I reckon they're probably around the 5 possessions each at the moment, Lukey Francis.
Yeah, that's it, Robbie. Centre wing, far side. Flynn Scott went up. Good roving from Carson Way. Ball's gone out of bounds. True centre wing. How are you seeing the first term so far, Benny Tallarico?
It's been great. Great contest of footy. I think you can see Wang obviously trying to get a spare behind the football and Will Peterson. And I think Lavi's happy for theirs to sort of sit off the back of the stoppage right now. So it'll be interesting to see how it pans out.
Webb and Newton again. So free kick going to Webb. So Casey will take the kick.
Yeah, they've got to change that tactic, giving away a lot of free kicks in the ruck contest so far.
Here goes Casey to half forward. What can he pick out here? Robertson. Oh, came over with a big fist. Maggies, nice work. They tried to get it to Sims. Ball came out the back though. Peterson, that's Will again. Powling had him. Good, strong contest. Look at Hall again. What can he do on this occasion? He's got it through for 1 score. So 8 plays. What do we got? Nil. So the Mags are yet to score here. 8 playing nil on the McRae Motor scoreboard, Robbie.
Yeah, the kick in, finds out of bounds in front of big Cooper Newton there. Yeah, and Hall, he's kicked the whole score so far.
Yeah.
1-2-8 leads Wangaratta zip. They've probably had more of the play, the Panthers so far. So Webb in the ruck will go up against Newton again. This time Newton takes the front position, taps the ball, but Webb, follows up his work well for a big fella. Cleverly taps it towards Hall. Hall has the ball out in front of him. Intercepted there nicely, though, by Kerr. Kerr got a quick handball onwards to the midfield now. Oh, the mark's dropped there by Charlie Kerwin, but he batted up pretty well. Recovered well. Get out of the road, Dave Ryan! Both players did well. In the end, it was Hadley, marked, chips, sees young Rammer. Rammer Schultz couldn't control it. Peterson overruns the footy there, out over the boundary line. Poor old Dave Ryan, he just got himself in a great spot if you're front and centre as a footballer, but not as a field umpire, Luke Francis. It's 8-0, the Panthers lead.
Okay, Robbie, we're gone just over 30 in the opening term for McRae Motors. So the Maggies hoping to score here from this inside 50 entry. Webb with the big sweeping one. Schultz. And Baxter's got him. And again, we'll have a stop in play.
Tackling's been a highlight for me.
Agree. Yep.
Fantastic.
Red hot.
Yep.
Man in green sends it aloft again. Webb, he's doing some work in the ruck. And then ball at bootlace level. Back on the turf. Hacked forward. Let's have a look down there. Hadley trying to take grip of the share, and he's caught from behind. Fantastic work from Plunkett. And he'll take the kick. So Mason Plunkett, great defensive work. He wants to come out to the broadcast side. Nice work from Robertson. Takes the pill in front of O'Sullivan. So they're on true half back here, the Panthers. So they work it wide. Junk. Beautiful kick and a good mark to Sonny. The umpire just telling Will Peterson to get back on his mark. Now, Powling's led. What's he going to do here? He sends it inside 50. Costello and Carson Way flew. Maggie's clear it out. Sims sits under it. And then Hall goes back in again. Costello's taken it. So Riley Costello, here he is, the captain of the Lavington Panthers. Benny?
He is, and he's had a great year. He's been super consistent over the last 2 seasons, to be honest. He was one last year that really impressed and just missed out on Interleague, and this year played in the Interleague side and had a fantastic game. But the thing I love to see beforehand is Isaiah Robertson, centre half forward, coming, taking it up on the wing, and just the ball use in play is just fantastic to hit up his teammate there. So hopefully Cozzy can convert here.
So here he goes, Riley. Of course, his brother Jack has been playing so well in the ones for Lavington. And Riley, that's a magnificent finish. They get their second, the Panthers. 14 plays nil on the McRae Motors scoreboard. Panthers up.
Yep, and he's been amongst the football as well, fellas. Like that's his 7th touch. They're resting forward, and as a coach, they're you love to have them, that's for sure.
So 14-0, Panthers lead on the McRae Motors scoreboard as we tick just over 15.5 minutes in the first quarter. Sun starting to just a peek through a little bit. Here's a chance now for the Maggies, but the pressure, Benny Tallarico before just mentioned the tackling pressure that the Panthers have put the Magpies under, and it was Nick Kerr on that occasion. He was wrapped up, quick smart, whistle, free kick. This will go the way of the Panthers as well. It's going to go the way of Jack Powling. So big Jack, middle part of the ground, decides he'll drive it to half forward. Gee, they've got space over the back if Costello can run onto this. Costello just kicked the last goal, paddles the ball forward, regathered. Was he taken high? Play on the call, got rid of it. Will Peterson was there covering traffic. He did well. Hurried kick off half back. They got the numbers though. Robinson marks, goes short, spots up something. Elias Costello can't mark it. Cooper Hall, front of the pack, kicks. Peterson drops a chest mark for Wangaratta. Regathered, kicks to the boundary, and it'll go out of bounds. 45 around from the Panthers' goal. They're under the pump here, the Pies' defence. Lavington lead at 14-0. For McRae Motors, here's Lukey Francis.
Yeah, Robbie, so you're right. The Panthers are pressing early in this grand final. We're going close to 17 for McRae Motors at the moment. The Panthers 2-2 on top of the Wang Maggies, yet to score. So let's have a look. There's Kerr swinging it around his body. Sims came off his chest. Flynn Scott was there. He now picks it up and he sends it in with a tumbling ball. Oh, dropping it. Down there was Robertson. Play goes on and the umpire says holding. And it's going the way of the Maggies. Gee, Will Peterson having to work overtime in the back line to Haring, and they work it right out wide. Good work to Hunter Barry. This is good footy. Oh, Bott just put it down and then off his boot. And it's gone out of bounds right of centre wing on the far side. What do you got for us here, Benny?
A couple of matchups to keep an eye on. Mason Plunkett's got the job on Cade Hadley, and that'll be a great one. Mason's another one, just really honest defender, cracks in, very athletic as well. So that'll be a great battle between those two. And it looks like Aiden Hill's got the job on Corey Peterson as well.
Beautiful.
A little bit of indecision out there on centre wing, but with the boundary umpire and field umpire Dave Ryan got it all sorted. So the ball will be thrown back in. True centre wing, 14-0. Panthers lead it. Ball knocked out now. This is just where Lavington have dominated proceedings so far. Will Dickens, clever kick off the ground. Hall hunting after the footy. Knocked off the ball in good fashion legally. Handball over the top was a bit of a hit and hope through midfield here. Now here's a bit of a chance here. Lenny Sims pumps a kick into half forward. Couldn't take the mark was Hadley. Hadley goes back for another go. Needs to regather with Oh, what a smother. Brilliant smother by the Lavington defence there. Oh, he was taken high though. The free kick will go the way of Wangaratta, and it will go the way of Johnny Blake, the skipper. And the captain needs to kick one here.
Yep, he sure does. They just need this just to steady a little bit, bring it back to a goal at quarter time. But I think that contest in the middle of the ground between Owen Boyle and Cooper Hall, and as he said, nice and fair, and Cooper jumped straight back up and had another crack. So the boys are playing this game in a terrific fashion, and they're going to be hopeful that Johnny can put it through here. So
Blake will kick almost directly in front from 44 metres. Kick on the way, it's high. He's pushed it though to the left. He's just snuck it in for a minor score. So the Maggies are on the board. One behind Lavington, 2-2-14. And we have gone 19 minutes in the first quarter. Goals so far to Cooper Hall and Riley Costello.
Here's Robertson. That's 60 out defensively. Might be gone here. The umpire said it was out of bounds first, so the boundary umpire will take it. So good morning to you on Grand Final Day 2025 in the OMFNL. Of course, after this, we'll have the Seconds Grand Final. That's coming up. between the Wang Rovers and also the Lavington Panthers. Bounce is at 11:30 a.m. as we work into the big one at 2:30 between the Wang Rovers and the Wang Magpies. Of course, the first Wang Derby Grand Final in 48 years, close to half a century, Robbie. Unreal. Okay, so we'll get a boundary throw-in in the pocket. Let's have a look down there. Boundary umpire with it. Sends it back in. Ball at bootlace level. Jay it. Hunter Barry breaks away. Good tackle. Beautiful work from Fagan. And the umpire's going to take this 25 out directly in front.
Yeah, but Benny mentioned before that tackling, it's just red hot, and the Panthers are leading the way with it. Up she goes. They'd love to pinch one here late, the Pies. Off half-back, nice work by Tommy Goonan. Pumped it high. Oh, he went up. Very early acceptances they were. Lavington through Dickens. Has a bit of room. Handball over the top was good to Abe Russell, the speedster. Drives it long to half forward. They've got plenty of room to move here. Ryan Robinson. Well done, though, Will Peterson. For Wangaratta, paddled the ball towards the boundary line. He's been tackled, and he's going to be pinged. So free kick is going to go the way of the Panthers. They pump it in. Long. Old square chance here. Robinson couldn't mark. There's Tractor. In a hurry, kicks it to half forward. They're still under pressure here. They've got numbers. Carson way overran the footy. Good work there by Griffiths for Wangaratta. Pumped it long. True centre wing. Time running out in this first quarter. One-on-one competition here. Peterson couldn't mark. Play on was a call. Handball over the top under pressure was okay. Another release. Play on's a call. Panthers have got the numbers and they paddle it through. Aiden Hill rushes it through. Good defence. It's 2-2, 14 to 2 behinds, and it's all happening here. Benny Tallarico.
It's a fantastic contest there by Aiden Hill. One-on-one, middle of the forward 50. Not where you want to be as a defender, but he did fantastic to bring the ball to ground.
Rightio, this game's just clicked into grand final mode now. It's gone up a couple of gears. Let's have a look. Here's Dickens. On the outer side, swings it in. And he missed his target in Aiden Hill. Maggies win it back. In they go. Hadley front spot up against Plunkett. Schultz down low. Rama had a crack at it. And now it's on the turf. And the umpire will take it. So 35 to 40 out at the Hannah Street end. So we've got the Lavington Panthers 14 leading the Maggies 2 in the GF. We've gone 22 for McRae Motors. Stoppage, he's powling. Costello out to Russell. Over the top they go. Good work to Adams. And working it along the outer side. Hall, a long way from home in front of Haring. And the ball's gone out of bounds. Benny.
Yeah, Cooper Hall's just everywhere at the moment. I think he's that outlet for when they're exiting D50. He's up to the 10 disposals, so I don't think he could ask for a better start, the Leo D medalist.
There we go. Quarter time here in the NAVARA Cup at the Lavington Sports Ground, and it's the home team, Lavington 2-2-14. They lead Wangaratta just the 2 behinds, Lukey Francis. Their pressure around the ball's been a highlight.
Absolutely, Robbie. It is the NAVARA Cup Grand Final for 2025. We'll get to a break, returning shortly at the Lavington Sports Ground.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
I reckon I'll go mid. Carlton Drive 3.5. Embrace the mid.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
Shawty get inspired. How about that? How about that? This time.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
With Optus Home Internet, you get more yes. Whoa. Which means less family screen time and more harmony with powerful Wi-Fi. Woo. Get the Ultra Wi-Fi modem at no extra cost.
Welcome to Sundancer Homes. We make building your dream home exciting and stress-free. Backed by over 30 years of experience, one of many reasons why we provide a lifetime structural guarantee. Visit our information centre at Dean Street, Albury.
This goes out to all the runners, the racers, the chasers, out of the box, and primed for the show. On your marks, get set. Running too late, being first out the gate. Get the fit you need. The athlete's foot, fit for every run.
My family always comes first. We go on adventures, offer guidance and cherish every moment together. At Tobin Brothers Funerals, they put family first too. They provide care and compassion where it matters most. And with a fixed price funeral plan, you can be assured your family won't be burdened by the cost of your funeral. Tobin Brothers Funerals, a trusted name since 1934, supporting local families just like yours in Albury, Wodonga and Corowa, Rutherglen. Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.
Crown on Ovens and Murray Grand Final Day 25, and at the moment in the NAVARA Cup Grand Final, it is the Panthers leading 2-2-14 over the Wang Maggies, 2 behind. So yeah, that's right. The Maggies yet to kick a major in the GF in the third, so they'll be hoping to get one on the board early in this second term. Bernie Tallarico. Now, mate, we'll get our quarters best. Our McRae Motors quarters best for the opening term.
Yeah, I think for me there was probably 3 standouts. I think it's hard to go past Cooper Hall, the start that he's had. Obviously 10 touches and was able to have 3 shots at goal, ended up being 1 goal too. So he started off really, really hot. I know Caden Burrows has got the matchup, so he's going to tighten up. I thought 2 votes goes to Will Peterson for Wang, centre half back. Plenty of intercepts, would have had 5 or 6 intercept possessions, I thought, and really stopped a few more goals for Wangaratta. And then the other one was Zach Klemke, started the quarter off super duper hot. Plenty of touches, cleaning up a lot of the loose ball down back for Lavy. So, yeah, if that quarter's anything to go by, guys, I think we're in for another ripper quarter.
Beautiful. Here we go. Second chapter of the NAVARA Cup Grand Final. Here's Robbie McKinlay.
Yeah, Newton and Webb will go at it. Webb, he ran around the ruckman. You don't often see that. Knocked forward by the Panthers. Hurried kick. Picked up by Peterson for Wangaratta. Kicked it to halfback. Beautifully done there by the Panthers. Showed really good composure. Was Flynn Scott. Now they've just got a bit of an issue now. Tackling is okay. Newton here. Couldn't get hold of the footy. Klemke was tackled. And umpire Craig Eastick says, give it to me, fellas. As the sun does come out, starting to see shadows for the first time. So it'll dry this little greasy deck out a bit. Webb paddling it nicely. Mitch Adams was good. Kicked it across the ground. Good discipline play there. Another kick off the ground. A bit of a swing and a miss from Russell there. Eastick says, I'll have it. So not much yet has happened. We've just ticked over around about a minute to start this second quarter. Lavington lead 14-2. From McRae Motors, here's Luke Francis.
Okay, Robbie, slightly left of a centre. Webb holding free kick, so he will get it, Casey.
Been a few of them, Benny.
It has. That's probably the second or third one for the day, I reckon. So he's on top, big Webb at the moment.
Casey to true centre half forward. Over the back it goes. And Robertson, look at that. That's a big goal. Isaiah Robertson, what a cracker. That is an absolute beauty, and he pump up the Panthers. And McRae Motors goal of the day, Benny Tallarico.
Yeah, Robbo, I'd rate him as the best centre-half forward in the comp, to be honest. He absolutely lit it up interleague weekend against the GV and was awarded the best on-ground medal. He ended up with 5 goals that day, so he's a player, if he gets his tail up, is very, very hard to stop and loves the celebration, the big fella.
Doesn't he, what?
Yeah, that's danger signs here for Wang. And they're going to have to address this momentum pretty soon. Gee, that was a good finish. And just the way they've set that forward line up too, Benny, there was plenty of room there.
Open. As a forward, Robbie, like you know, you just love space.
Absolutely. Costello, handball, clever. Here they go again, the Panthers. Tommy Goonan's kick to half forward was okay. Robinson just kicked that goal. Went right, went left, gave up ground, kicks it back. Now there's a turnover here. Big chance here. Jayat for Wangaratta. Got the ball inside forward 50. Clever tap there by Rammer. Panthers have got the defence here. Now here's a chance here. Handball over the top was okay by Hadley. Ramel Schultz was there. Under pressure though. Costello with courage. Came through. Handball release was good to Adams. Got the 1-2 back now. They take it to centre wing. Here's the chance for the tractor. Whoa, he crashes into the interchange bench. The ball bounced off the seat and hit him fair in the scon. So poor old tractor Haring, he really copped it there. But he's as tough as they come. We saw him here last year, Lukey Francis. And that's what they need, the Maggies, a bit of that stuff from the tractor.
Yeah, what a terrific contest, Robbie, between Haring and Carson Way. Wonderful. There goes Russell. Goes again, does Abe. And it somehow gets onto a torpy.
Oh, look
Here's Haring back in action. And he's got it on half-back for the Maggies. At the moment, they trail 20-2 in the GF. As he goes down the line, Webb. Newton got hands to it. Out the back it comes. And then it goes by Mitchell Adams. And the ball's gone out of bounds. So true centre wing on our broadcast side. On a morning that's cleared up now, we had a bit of light mist this morning. We're actually shooting for a top of 21.
Today?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's hard to believe, Robbie.
More chance of me winning the store gift, I reckon.
Well, that's probably accurate, Robbie, I reckon. Yes. Let's have a look here. Oh, Barry got brought down. Klemke. Now that's a silo kick. Up it goes. Down it comes. And went by Edmonds. Costello. Oh, Klemke goes off the ground.
Striker.
Came off the back of Goonan. And Flynn Scott tries to centre one up to centre wing. Sims. Here he goes, Lenny. He breaks away for the Maggies. He wants to get the handball out. Charlie Kerwin. Now what can he find? A target. Oh, Schultz down low. Couldn't take it. Rammer. And then Peterson will try to get rid of his opponent. Oh, Hill's taken down. Yeah, so he just dropped it there.
Yeah.
And the Maggies will get it right on 50 through Hadley.
Yeah, this is the one they're going to need. I'm not Benny. Has he got the journey?
Oh,
it's 51.
Be right on it. By the time he kicks, he's probably going to be at the 50. And from that side, I could probably see it going across the face a little bit. So I think there'll be a crumb here.
In the warm-up, he was getting a fair bit of purchase on him. Here comes Hadley. Kicks top of the gold square from behind. Webb needed to probably fist that. Rammer Schultz gathered it, but was tackled straight away. And most importantly, it was a legal tackle. So umpire Llewellyn, Bomber Llewellyn will toss it up. 15 out from the Maggies' goal, desperately seeking their first one. And good, smart defensive work there from Flynn Scott. Just paddled it over for a rush behind Lukey Francis. 20 plays 3. Panthers lead.
Robbie McKinlay, Ben Tallarico and Luke Francis with you for the Thirds Grand Final. As the ball goes out of bounds, about 70 out. So what a day we've got. And the crowd, well, there's a few on the outer side at the moment, Robbie. We've also got, I suppose, the WG Hartley stand about a third full, which is on the broadcast side at the Hannah Street end. So we get another boundary throw in here. Let's have a look. Webb up against Cooper Newton. Costello tries to break his way through. Webb again, picks it up. Newton's got him. Ball on the deck. And then going at it was Kerr. Ball back over the boundary line. Okay, Benny, so got to mention again. So we've got the Leo Dean medalist in Cooper Hall playing today for the Panthers. Of course, he kicked the opening goal of the grand final for the Panthers. At the moment, they've got 3 on the board. The other goals to Riley Costello and Isaiah Robertson.
Well, they go inside forward 50 again. Rammer Schultz tackles good. Is it deemed? He got him. He did. Llewellyn was there.
Oh,
And down
50.
he goes. He could get 50 here. No, there's a bit of mayo there from Rama Schultz, but that's okay. And he said straight away, no, don't worry about leading, lads. This one's going at the golds.
It just looks like Wang's probably lifted their intensity around the football. I thought their last shot on goal came from a good passage of play through the middle of the ground, and I think their small forwards are starting to impact.
Schultz, 35 out, tight angle. He loves it! Rama rams it through. Oh, look at the celebrations going on here, and that's a little bit of spark they might be able to give him. You're dead right, Benny Tallarico. They have had a good bet of 2 or 3 minutes. There's a little bit of excitement. They get their first goal through Schultz, and the margin's back to 11 points. It's 20-9 on the McRae Motors scoreboard.
Fantastic finish from a tight angle as well. He's a player that knows where the goals are. I think the second leading goal kicker for Wang this year. So he's a very talented player. Rama, a really good cricketer as well, Robbie.
Oh, I like the boy.
Dual sportsman. So, no, I think I don't think that'll be the last one he kicks today, boys.
Wasn't he pumped up, Rama?
Yeah, he loved it.
Wonderful stuff. Okay, back in the middle again. Let's have a look. Here come the Panthers, and they get a clearing kick. They send it towards half forward. Haring with Carson Wade. Ball spills out the back. Berry. Dickens rolling towards the 50. Kick smothered. Went by Russell. Here he goes again. Off the ground this time. Costello off his shins. And getting a fist away was Burrows towards the pocket. Ball heading towards the chalk. And it goes out of bounds. So we've got a boundary throw in. So at the moment, 20 playing 9 thanks to McRae Motors. We've got the Panthers up. What a terrific goal from Rama Schultz at the scoreboard end.
Yeah, it's the spark they need. And Benny, we've seen so many times in these thirds finals over the last few years, a little bit of momentum shift, something to spark, and away they go.
Yep, 100%.
Webb, he's been so good in the ruck today for the Panthers. And he does good work. Once he taps it, he's also quite often the first one to gather it at the ground, Ben.
He follows up very well, Big Webby.
He does again, just palms it cleverly. Oh, was that high? No, he's been put in like a crocodile roll there. Was the Wangaratta player, Owen Boyle. And umpire Brendan Llewellyn, who's been part of a 3-man team that's been outstanding so far, the way they've officiated this one. Webb again, got the tap, regathered. Costello, snap on goal over his left shoulder. Here's a chance, Robinson still there. Here comes Peterson, got one high. Oh no, play on's a call. Oh, and it's rushed through for a minor score there. So, 3-3-21, the Panthers lead the Wang Magpies 1-3-9. 9 minutes of tick over in the second quarter for McRae Motors. And here's Luke Francis.
There goes Trent Berry, long from the fullback position. Blake, here goes Johnny, the captain of the Maggies, one of the dual captains. And Flynn Scott picks it up for the Panthers, trying to weave through traffic to Dickens. And then out to Fisher, back to Dickens. That worked out all right. But they're mucking around with it a bit. They need to kick it. Here goes Russell. Hooks it back. Peterson sitting back there. My God, he's been massive. Enormous. At the start of this game as well. He sends it out wide. He's looking for his brother Corey. Missed him. So the Panthers again through Aiden Hill down towards the pocket. Haring in front. Just spilt the ball. Ball out of bounds. Benny Tallarico.
Yeah, Webby did well just to get enough body contact there to bring the ball to ground, and he's obviously having a rest at full forward right now, but I think he's been the dominant ruck so far for the day. I think he's winning a lot of the taps and using his size to his advantage.
The tractor felt a bit stiff not to get given that mark too. Just quietly, lads. Smothered kick again. Now here he goes. Here's your chance, Tractor. He'll clear a pathway through here. Couldn't gather the footy though. Chance here for Jayett. He's tackled straight away right in front of that Lavington Panthers grandstand. And, well, hello, there's a little bit of a wrestle and a bit of and look at umpire Llewellyn, throws the ball straight in the air. Smart work, Bomber. Klemke's kick was smothered. Pick out a free kick. That'll clean him out. They still go on. The Tractor's there. He's got a combine. He's pulling the combine. He's got a baler. He's got the bloody lot here, the Tractor. He's taken on half the side. Klemke kicks it inside, half forward. Coming through hard now. The grand final's livened up. You betcha. The grandstand pocket are loving it. And umpire Llewellyn, who's held control superbly, says, give it to me, fellas. Lukey, see if you can get a clearance.
Oh, how about this, Robbie? That's it, right in front of the WG Hartley stand. Boys fired up. The NAVARA Cup Grand Final. Ball will go to the Panthers. Out to bounds on the full, so 21 plays 9. Lavington up. Over the Wang Maggies. How about this, Benny? A bit of feeling.
No, it's great. It's what we want.
Absolutely. So here's Tommy Gurnan. And he launches one in. He's looking for Junk or Robertson.
Oh.
No, he took it. Junk goes again. Hall, Cooper Hall around his body. And it's gone through for 1- score. So 22 plays 9. 22 plays 9. The Panthers up over the Maggies in the thirds GF.
Yeah, now it's probably a good time for them just to settle a little bit, try and possess the football.
Yeah.
I think Wang, if you get sort of sucked into this sort of stuff, it can get away from you pretty quickly.
Yeah, Benny made a good point earlier on about we'll just break on here. There's a chance here for the Panthers. They can pick the footy up. Eventually Carson Way does. Inside handball from Klemke. Backed away for a goal! Oh, Carson Way, he was involved twice. So was Klemke. And with a clinical finish from 35 directly in front, the Panthers get their 4th goal and they extend the margin now out to 3 goals, 18 points.
Yeah, that one hurts. I feel like Wang were building some good momentum in the first half of that quarter, starting to possess the football in the forward half a little bit more and having some more opportunities, but a little bit of pushing and shoving. And I think if it's going to go that way, lads, with the physicality, I think Lavie are going to come out on top. They've got 19 top-age players playing today, which is huge and often unheard of.
Yeah, it's a great point, Penny. So 4 goals to 1, the Panthers at the moment. But here goes Laverty. He's got something to say about that. Flynn Scott might be gone. He was taken one-armed. Johnny Blake, here's Tui. Tries to wedge it to Russell. Taken down by Clayton. Good, strong contest. Good footy from a thirds between the Maggies and the Panthers. Rightio, a real grand final feeling about it now. Let's have a look in the pocket. Scoreboard end. Powling. Try to get it out the side to Gurnan. Here's Jayat going to ground. Gurnan over the top of him. And the umpire again to take it here. We'll have a stoppage 60 out. Scoreboard end.
Yeah, and really well officiated too there. Umpire Llewellyn was involved all the time then. He did it so well. Hurried kick here by Jayat into half forward. Ramashultz is there. And he's got him high. Just bounced one off Flynn Scott for Lavington. So he's just going to take a little bit of air out of the game here at the moment, Flynn Scott. Both sides have been hard at it here for the last 5 minutes. And he just chips it cleverly. And this is what you're talking about, Benny, what Wang probably needed to do. Lavie are doing the same as Costello has it at half-back. You look at his options, he'll play on. He just pinches another 6 or 7 metres. Oh, it's a great kick too, to the advantage here of his teammate in Will Dickens. Got a handball knack, a quick kick inside 50 by Adams. Mark's taken. Robertson has marked 35 out directly in front.
But I'll tell you what, guys, I love that kick from Riley Costello.
Yeah.
Taking grass, aggressive through the corridor, advantage side, and that's what happens. I think the team that's going to be prepared to take on that kick and open the ground up, they're the ones that are going to end up on top today.
Yeah, and that ability, as you said, Costello, when he ran, he carried 6 or 7 extra metres, and that gave him the ability to get it, really deep inside forward 50. Now here is Robinson, very much a momentum player, comes in directly in front, kick on the way, he's got it. Robinson has his 2nd for the quarter, and the Panthers get their 5th, and they now stretch that margin to 25 points, and we have gone almost 15 minutes in the 2nd quarter on the McRae Motors scoreboard. That was a big finish from Robinson.
Huge, and I think in the landscape of the game, where obviously it's been quite tight, Lavie have just been able to sort of chip away and extend out to close to a 4-goal lead now. So I think for Wang, they probably just need to try and get the footy in hand and hold on to it for a bit. A bit of time possession wouldn't hurt now.
Yeah, so it's over to the Wang Maggies. They've got a lift. Who's going to step up? Here's Costello, though, breaking away for the Panthers again, and they shoot it to the outer side. Edmonds with front spot in front of Will Peterson. He goes back to Noah, and then they keep control of the footy. They send it in, high ball, Robertson at the front in front of O'Sullivan. Couldn't take the mark. Goes again to Isaiah. Gets it on his boot. Nice work from the Maggies, and they work it out through Burrows. Wide to Will Peterson again. Now, he's 40 out from goal defensively. Hannah Street end. Here he goes, Will, on the long sleeves. Sets it up for Jade at the back. Costello at the front through his hands. Ball out of bounds. So 5-4-34, the Panthers lead over the Wang Maggies, 1-3-9.
Actually, out of bounds on the full, he got a little bit more on it than he thought. And Costello, the skipper. And look, again there, he runs his full measure, drives it long, 35 out from goal. Pack forms, out over the back. chance here, but kick was smothered by Robinson. Now they're under pressure, ducked under a high one, played on quickly. Ramos Schultz take a good grab below his knees, slips a handball, slides a handball nicely onto Owen Boyle, drives it inside forward 50. Newton, no! He's taken the mark on the fourth bite of the cherry. 25 out directly in front.
Great body work there by Big Cooper. Identified the drop zone nice and early, engaged his opponent, and was able to take the mark. So Wang really need this now, guys. I think it's if they let opportunities like this get away from them with how hard Lavy are pushing, it's going to be hard. But if Cooper can steady here and just get a bit of momentum going back their way before the break, that'll go a long way for the Maggies.
The older brother of Blake will be playing later on today. Comes in directly in front and has kicked the goal. They needed it. The margin's back to 19 again. Good lead-up work, and well done little Ramos Schultz there. Very clever. Slipped the handball inside the ball, and the rest was history. 19-point margin for Macrae Motors. We have gone... The advertising's on the scoreboard. I can't tell you, but it's around about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They're not scoreboards anymore, Robbie. They're sponsorship boards. So we've lost the time clock and the score, but it'll come up shortly.
17 gone.
There we are. For Macrae Motors in the opening term, 5-4-34 plays 2-3-15. Panthers up, of course, in the thirds, GF. Let's have a look. Powling this time, and also Laverty. Then Powling going again, tapping it to the Panthers' advantage. Jaden McGrath had a crack at it. Now Russell's after it here in a race with Clayton. Russell picks it up. Good pace. And then breaks away, sends it into the pocket. What's he got? Haring had a crack at it. Here's Luke Griffiths under pressure. Nice work, gets it out. Shire in trouble. And he's gone. So Jamie Shire just under a ton of pressure. And the Panthers closed in. And again, Cooper Hall will take the kick, Benny.
One thing I just noticed then from that inside 50 from A. Russell, Cooper Hall was the first one to react that it was going out the back. He was the first one to turn and know this isn't going to go to hands, this is going. And that allowed him to get to that next contest and lay a really strong tackle. So, look, honestly, between Cooper, Abe Russell and Riley Costello, these are the three boys that are really starting to turn it for Lavington. Riley Costello's up to 17 disposals for the game and has kicked the goal. Kicked the one goal.
Cooper Hall shooting at his second. He's got it. He likes it. So they get another, the Panthers. So they hit back again. So we get another look at the Leo Dean medalist in the thirds for this year. Robbie, he's a star.
Yeah, I like the look of him. And Benny nailed it perfectly. He was watching. He was the first to react. And that's what makes a small forward dangerous. That's why he is what he is. He's a real talent on the way. Here is rain. Sleety rain is coming in here at the Lavington Sports Ground. Some of our spectators on the hill, if they haven't come equipped, they're searching for other options. There's not a lot around there at the moment. Back in the middle, it's Powling up against Newton. Newton got the fist on it. They've got a bit of a sniff at it now, the Panthers. They know one more before half-time is going to make things very hard indeed here for the Wangaratta Magpies. They go forward. Peterson just couldn't hold on to one there. That was Corey. Kick off the ground, a double kick off the ground to centre wing. Interchange side of the ground. Can they keep it in? They can't. Boundary umpire was Johnny on the spot. And it'll be thrown back in. Right underneath us here in the central commentary position. We have gone almost 20 minutes for Macrae Motors. Lavington lead 40-15. Here's Lukey Francis.
True centre wing. And I must say, Robbie, you've done a fantastic job with the ground sign writing this year.
Yeah, I'm happy with my work, to be honest.
Bit of freehand painting yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, the rain was annoying.
It would have been. Here they come, the Maggies. So Blake gets it out to Bott. His kick was smothered. They go in again. Clearing kick from Russell. Just sends it up high in the air. Inside 50, about 30 out. Tui slaps at it. Kerwin down low. Baxter's got it.
Yep.
Over the shoulder. There you go. So it's coming back to Charlie Kerwin. Benny, obviously they won't lay down, but it's so important that all these kicks go through.
100%. And I think as the captain, this is where your team needs you to stand up, just like Lavi's leadership have done so far. So this will be one that just will steady the ship for Wang.
Yeah, one of the co-captains for the Maggies, Charlie. No mistake. Too easy for him. So 40 plays 21. 40 plays 21. It is the Panthers up over the Maggies in the NAVARA Cup Grand Final, and we've gone over 21, second term for Macrae Motors.
No, really nice finish there by Charlie Kerwin. But I think Wang's starting to turn it. Big Webby back into the ruck now for Lavington. He spent a fair bit of time on the bench then. So I thought Cooper was able to get on top a little bit around the stoppage then for Wang. So Lavy will hope Big Webby will start winning the taps now for him.
That's margins fluctuated between 19 and 25 points. Wang have got it back to 19 again for the third time. Can they get the next goal? Back-to-back goals is what they need here to the Magpies. They go forward through Yayat. They got the front position. Oh, trouble here. Gone. Free kick. Great tackle by Peterson. Corey, I think it is. No, it's going to be claimed. He wanted it. But it's actually going to go the way of our little man there.
Hunter Barry.
Hunter Barry. Yeah. A great tackle, Benny.
Yeah, fantastic tackle. Leading goal scorer for the Maggies this year. Hunter, he, like Rama, knows where the goals are. So I think this will be probably coming up for his second or third touch today. So if Rama can get into the game a little bit more and bring that pressure, they're every chance of getting back into this.
To bring the margin back to 13 points, Hunter Barry comes in and delivers.
Wow.
The Maggie supporters enjoyed every little bit of that, so back-to-back great tackles, free kicks in front of goal, and the margin is back to 13 points from the first time in this contest, Ben Tallarico. They have got back-to-back goals, which means momentum.
Exactly, and right before the break too, Robbie, I think you go in with a lot more positivity, and all of a sudden they know that they're more than capable of getting back into this game. So big centre bounce here.
Yeah, this is what we want. A close contest. So just repeating, back in round 7, between the Maggies and the Panthers, it was the Panthers by 6 points. In round 16, early August, it was Wang by 5 points. And in the qualifying final, it was the Maggies by 7. So there's nothing between these two teams when they meet. And the umpire again to take it. So slightly right of centre wing, Robbie.
Luke, it's been an 8-goal quarter too in total. We only had 2 goals in the first quarter. Ben Tallarico tipped this. The game would open up.
How good's that? Hall down low, trying to burrow his way through. Webb just says bugger this and slaps it along the ground. Sims brought down a strong tackle by Mitchell Adams. And again, we'll have a stoppage. Look at the crowd and the WG Hartley stand.
Yeah.
Now, I know that's on the broadcast side. It's out of the camera's view, but gee, it's building up there. Fantastic to see. Haring, he wants the boundary line, he'll get it. That's great defensive work because we don't have deliberate in the O&M, Robbie.
The old tractor, mate, he knew what he was doing. He knows the operations. There's the tractor.
He would have had a big week at the Henny Field Days.
Oh, he's got that coming up. Yeah.
Oh, he's got it coming up. Hasn't
so
been.
just get through some early celebrations and then just knuckle down into it. Yeah, geez, I hope you haven't missed it, Lukey, if you thought you did.
Oh,
Here's a go here for Flynn Scott. Kicked it off the ground. Good Johnny Blake's there. Scott and Blake. It's like the stall gift out there at centre wing now. Here comes trouble. Oh! Down he went. Lenny Sims ran into a brick wall. Costello overran it. Chance here for Carson Way. He'll kick it off the ground. The siren sound. That was a fantastic quarter of football. 8 goals there was. It had a little bit of everything. And we'll go into that half-time break, Luke Francis, with Lavington leading 6-4-40. The Wang Magpies 4-3-27.
Yeah, what a half of footy in the NAVARA Cup Grand Final for 2025. We'll get to a break and return very shortly on the live stream.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
I reckon I'll go mid.
Carlton Dry 3.5.
Embrace the mid.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
Shawty get inspired. How about that? How about that? This time.
The new Nissan NAVARA has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
With Optus Home Internet, you get more yes. Which means less family screen time and more harmony with powerful Wi-Fi. Get the Ultra Wi-Fi modem at no extra cost.
Welcome to Sundancer Homes. We make building your dream home exciting and stress-free. Backed by over 30 years of experience, one of many reasons why we provide a lifetime structural guarantee. Visit our information centre at Dean Street, Albury.
This goes out to all the runners, the racers, the chasers, out of the box, and primed for the show. On your marks, get set. Running too late. Being first out the gate. Get the fit you need. The athlete's foot. Fit for every run.
My family always comes first. We go on adventures, offer guidance and cherish every moment together. At Tobin Brothers Funerals, they put family first too. They provide care and compassion where it matters most. And with a fixed price funeral plan, you can be assured your family won't be burdened by the cost of your funeral. Tobin Brothers Funerals, a trusted name since 1934, supporting local families just like yours in Albury, Wodonga and Corowa, Rutherglen. Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.
Great second half and a close finish to this one.
Yeah, I think the back end of that quarter, boys, where Wang were able to string a couple together was massive. Not only for, I guess, the state of the game, but I think just going in half-time, just a bit of a settler. Like, there's not going to be as much panic. I think they're going to understand now that if they can continue to repeat how they played that back half of the quarter, that they can get back into this game. But like we were just talking off air, I think it's been more even across the board for Wang in terms of getting back into the game. I don't think there's anyone that's really stood up above them. I think they've all just gone to another level. Whereas I think Lavy, it's been Cooper Hall, it's been Riley Costello, Isaiah Robertson. They're the ones that are having real influence on this game. So look, I think if Wang can potentially change their matchups or quieten the influence of Lavy's top few, I think we're right into this game. And like going through the stats, like Riley Costello's up to 15 touches, kicked the 1 goal, so he's leading from the front as the captain, and Cooper Hall's kicked 2 goals, 3, and had 11 touches as well. So. Yeah, that's the thing with Cooper Hall, isn't it? Then I think if you throw in Isaiah Robertson up there, they just looked like they were a little bit more dangerous going forward. I think a lot of credit's got to go to guys like Will Peterson down back for the Magpies, Haring. They've been able to hold them off, but it was such a good quarter. That second quarter, 4 goals each that quarter. We only had 2 goals in the first, but I think as the conditions dried out a bit, Benny, that certainly was a big factor in Wangaratta coming into the game because, as you said, the physicality difference between the two sides, a lot more top-age players from Lavington compared to Wangaratta, and it certainly is a factor at this age group. 100%, and I think that was, especially in the first quarter, when there wasn't a lot of open ball. It was very contested. It suited Lavi and obviously their demographic. But I think the big thing now, if Wang can start to open it up, chip mark, and a lot of their scoring plays came from really clean possession, chip mark, hand pass possession through the middle of the ground. If they can play more like that, I think that's what's going to let them hit the scoreboard a little bit more often. If it's going to be a scrap, if the weather gets murky, I think that's going to suit Lavington. But if Wang can start to play a bit more outside, use their legs and run and carry a bit more, I think they've got a real opportunity to get back in this.
Beautiful work. Benny Tallarico, the coach of the under-18s rep team in the O&M, of course, who defeated the Goulburn Valley League this year, and Robbie McKinlay, the games record holder for the Holbrook Footy Club and the 94 Barton medalist in the Tallangatta League. Benny, we might have a look at our McRae Motors quarters best for the second term in the NAVARA Cup Grand Final.
Yeah, I think he had 8 touches that quarter and kicked the goal and set up probably a couple other ones. But I thought Riley Costello's second quarter was huge for Lavington. I thought second to that, ended up kicking another 2 goals and a point was Cooper Hall. I thought he was fantastic. He's had 5 scoring shots in the game. Everything that he touches inside forward 50 turns into something, so he's very much an impact player. And he's someone that Wang's going to really want to try and shut out of this game. So whether they stick with Caden Burrows or they look to change the matchup, it'll be interesting to see what they do in the second half. But if Cooper keeps dictating how he has, he's someone who's going to take this game away from Wang on his own. And I thought lastly was probably from the Magpies, Will Peterson again. He got the 2 votes in the first quarter. I thought he was really, really solid down back again for Wang. He'd probably be up to 7 or 8 intercept possessions for the game, I thought. So he's just been steadying the ship down back there for them. And if you're Lavington, you'd be saying to your forwards, look, we need a bit more. We need you to try and bring it to ground. We can't let this bloke continue to repel our entries. So, yeah, I think so far it's been a great contest, and I think it's going to come down to the wire.
I think the other player up forward too for Lavington, we've spoken about Hall and Robertson, but another player who's really coming a bit there off that left foot is Carson Way as well too. He's just that nice size forward, isn't he? And I think that's the main reason why they've got that position they have, Lavington. They just look, there's a little bit more ammunition in forward 50, and the smarts of Cooper Hall, it's been one of the highlights to watch. But Benny, for mine, the highlight so far this game has been the tackling pressure from both sides. So at this age group, it's outstanding. And I was looking down at the Lavington huddle there before. They did not go into the rooms at half time. But
no, they didn't.
I'm looking at there, and you've got these AFL legends there coaching. Adam Snyder, the senior coach, is down there helping out. Peter Dean, who is the under-18s coach, both premiership players at the highest level. It's wow, fancy having that as a young bloke offered up at you, Lukey.
Yeah, unreal, Robbie. That's right. Again, just repeating, Peter Dean, the head coach of the under-18s team at Lavington, of course, a 95 premiership player from Carlton, and Adam Schneider, who played in 5 AFL grand finals. There he is. He just gives us a wave, Adam. A premiership player for the Sydney Swans in 2005 and played in 3 other grand finals with St Kilda. Unbelievable, isn't it?
A 3-time premiership player at Osborne before he left there, 99, 2000, 2001. And then you got Matty Pendergast down there, who is he is a genuine legend of the Ovens and Murray Football League. Benny, obviously, he's got a rich history in interleague football, but also his club football record is just amazing.
I don't think you could ask for more football experience if you're a Lavy Thirds player than what you get. Like, I know talking to Deanie during the week, Schneiders is helping with the mids today, and I think just having that experience, having that sort of calm level head, blokes that have been at the highest level and played high level football, it's going to be great. And so far, I haven't seen any sense of nervousness from the Lavy boys. Like, they've been on from the get-go.
Yeah.
So I think, like, in all honesty, with Thirds footy, as much experience and as much coaching prowess as you might have, as soon as it gets out there, there's nothing that you can do. So it's onto the players, and I think in all respect to Wang as well, I thought the way in which they were able to fight back in that second half and just stem the momentum, because it was looking pretty damning at the start of that quarter. I think Lavy kicked a couple early ones, and it was looking like it was going to get right away from
25
Wang.
points, Benny.
Yep. So, and they were able to pin it back, and like Lukey said at the start of the broadcast, not much has separated these boys throughout the season, and there have been times where through all those previous meetings where a team has gotten out to a 4 or 5 goal margin, but have been able to peg it back. So I think both teams will have a lot of belief, knowing that it doesn't really matter how far ahead a team gets, if they can stay in it and stick to their process, that there's still a chance.
Yeah, we've got to mention also, again, the head coach of the Wang Maggies is Chris Knowles, of course, the ruckman for the Wang Maggies in first grade. He'll be playing later today in the big one. Great effort to get his team there. And the Maggies about to make their way back onto the ground for the second half of the NAVARA Cup Grand Final in the 18s. Robbie, we might get the goal kickers so far in this game as we run through them.
Yeah, doubles to Cooper Hall. He has 2 goals free so far. Isaiah Robertson 2, singles to Carson Way and Riley Costello. And then for Wangaratta, all 4 goals came in that second quarter, and they're all individual goal kickers. Cooper Newton, Charlie Kerwin, Hunter Barry, and then Rama Schultz has kicked one. So just a couple of good signs there. Hunter Barry and Rama Schultz kicking goals there late to get the margin from what was a game-high 25 points back down to a half-time margin that currently sits at 40-27.
So it's the Panthers by 13 points. Here is the third term with Robbie McKinlay.
And Wangaratta will go forward immediately. Oh, they weren't. A great tackle there. Clayton was off to the races there, but he was tackled and stopped in his tracks. Coming through. Oh, a crunching tackle. Play on was a call. Klemke's kick was smothered. Chance here. Hurry kick off the ground there was by Owen Boyle. 30 out from goal. Here's a chance for Rama Schultz. Had the footy tackled. Umpire Llewellyn says, give it to me, fellas. What a opening start to the third quarter. Big crunching tackle midfield there, Lukey.
Oh, Robbie McKinlay all over it. Absolutely. The tackling has just been such a highlight. Here goes Costello, Riley, and he gets it right out wide. Now Bott, front spot, just in front of Mitchell Adams. Good footy out there. Here goes Bott again, and he breaks away. Nice work from Callum. He goes in. Oh, drop mark from Laverty. Ball at bootlace level, spits up in the air. Tui gets a fist to it. Rolling Plunkett concedes behind. It goes through for 1 minus score. So 40 plays 28. 40 plays 28. The Panthers up. We'll go to you, Benny.
They've done that really well today, Lavy, just when they're under pressure on their last line of defence, just to rush it through, take away the pressure and reset.
Third rush behind today as Lavington through the agency of Flynn Scott. Thumping kick, Velodrome side of the ground. Ball over the back. And despite getting there first, which was Gus Jayett, it's going to be thrown in. On the Velodrome side of the ground, if you look a little bit higher up there, the netball court there, tucked away up the hill behind there. Big crowd around there. Big game coming up in A-grade. There's a Yarrawonga up against Wodonga Raiders. Webb at the tap, intercepted beautifully though by Gus Jayett. Kicked it into half forward. Here's a chance for Peterson. Quick handball, under pressure. Snap on goal, top of the goal square. Getting back, good mark. Great mark taken by Mason Plunkett, running with the flight of the footy. Takes a deep one on the 10-yard square. Kicks it, but it's intercepted straight away by Wangaratta, and it's going to be Owen Boyle.
It is, and he just lobs it in there to the hot spot. Hands go up, Plunkett couldn't take the mark. Now Schultz has been rammed into the ground. Deary me.
Sling.
Yeah, so Rama, he's getting up a little bit ginger, but he's tough. And he'll take the kick. Gee, he kicked a ripper already in this game.
Just didn't need to do it.
No. So Baxter is the man on the mark. So Rama, he'll strike the footy from 40 out directly in front, and he'll get them going. As Benny Tallarico said, he loves a goal. Here he goes, Rama Schultz. It's wobbly off the boot, but that'll be enough. Look at Rama. He gets the Maggies going. And they're flying out of the trees to get to him. Wonderful work.
Fantastic finish by Rama. Bridges didn't need to do it. He had him wrapped up. Didn't need to follow through with that dumping motion. And the umpires across all grades are really hot on it this year. And again, I don't blame them. It's a welfare thing. Like you don't need to be doing that, especially with how prevalent concussions are these days. So I think I don't think Wayne could ask for a better start, and it's back within the kick now, guys.
3 goals in a row. The margin was 25 points entering time on. Here comes Costello, the skipper for Lavington. Kick was smothered. Ball might fall okay here for Noah Edmonds. Got caught on his left, under pressure, and he kicked it out of bounds on the full. Yes, so the margin was out to 25 points at the 19-minute mark of that second quarter. 3 goals in a row to Wangaratta. And a behind thrown in, and all of a sudden, Luke Francis, the margin for McRae Motors is just 6 points.
It is, Robbie. Here's your favourite, Charlie Haring. And he sends it outside 50. Nice work in front by Shire. But here's Edmonds for the Panthers. Oh, kick smothered. Nice work from Jamie Shire again.
He didn't want to try the left again.
Third time lucky.
Wanted to put it away.
That's it. So boundary throwing, 70 around from goal. Young lady with the pill. So 6-4-40 plays the Wang Maggies 5-4-34. So good morning to you, wherever you may be tuned in to our broadcast today. As it comes back into play, Webb got a hand to it. Jayet, and he's taken down by Tom Gurnan. And again, the man in green to take it, Robbie McKinlay.
And Tommy didn't go with a more fierce, aggressive tackle there, which is the way it's got to be. Hurry kick there was good by Gus Jayet. High up and under. Oh, coming through hard there for Lavington. Was Baxter again. Ball off half back. Good work. He had to kick in a hurry though. There was Mason Plunkett. Intercepted. Ball running towards the goal square. It's a real race on here. I reckon they'll knock this through for a minor score. No, they decide they'll run with it. Aiden Hill showed plenty of courage with the ball. He's got a bit of depth on it. It just makes it a little bit tricky for Lenny Sims. Couldn't get the bounce he wanted. Had to paddle. Had to be clever. Ducked under one. Here comes Rammer. Got it back here. The Lavington defence is closing in. Now the hurried handball away there by Johnny Blake. It was hit and hope more than anything. They need to get this towards the boundary line, the Panthers. Smother was brilliant. Great pressure. Both sides. This is a contest. Panthers lead by 6.
Yep. Wang have gotten busy around the football as well. Owen Boyle and Gus Jayet up to 3 and 4 touches respectively.
Gee, I thought Lenny Sims was sensational 2 moments ago. Just to keep the ball alive for the Maggies. Costello goes on the second attempt. Jayet might have him. Tried to take him down. Hurry kick. McGrath sits under it and takes the mark for the Panthers. So here's Jaden. 35 out defensively. And he wants to send it out to the outer side. Or Shire. He's working his way into this contest, is Jamie. He now has it right of centre wing on the far side. They trail by 1 straight kick, the Maggies. They are really coming back into the GF. Great mark.
Courage.
From Blake. So Johnny Blake, the co-captain of the Maggies, has a chance, Bernie, to square the ledger.
Ooh. Big kick here. But like Wang have just gone up to another level, haven't they? Their intensity around the ball, and I think their pressure is the big thing. Like you might have noticed on the goal line there, instead of just rushing it through, they've kept it in play and kicked it clearly to an out number and allowed Wang to have another entry back in goal. So Wang have definitely improved.
So if ever the Maggies have needed a captain's goal, it's right now, but that one is wide, and it's through for 1 minus score. So 40 plays 35. 40 plays 35. The Panthers up over the Maggies. What a terrific granny, Robbie.
Yeah, it is. It's really livened up, and I think they found their way. Just a little bit of a shaky start. There might be a turnover here. Coming through there was Junk. He couldn't hang on to it, but he got it towards the boundary line, and in the end they were able to knock it over in front of the grandstand pocket, which is pretty full now. Now pretty noisy. And this game, as we go into the third quarter, we tick 7.5 minutes almost gone, third quarter. Lavington lead by 5. They did lead it by 25. Rain starting to fall again here. Webb has a big swing at it. Ducking under it. Good umpiring. Play on was a call. Hurry kick by Klemke. Got it to centre wing. Here's a chance for the Panthers. This ball can break. Hall. He's very clever. Got it. Swiveled. Went right. Went left. Kicked inside ball. Overrun by the Magpies. They've got numbers around the footy. In comes the tackle. Umpire Llewellyn says, give it to me. There's it. It's getting a little bit fiery down here now. This is what the game has dragged into it, Lukey Francis. 5-point lead to Lavington.
Let's have a look, Robbie. Umpire sends it up again. So Newton at the front. Got it down. Good work. Wow, gee, what's the umpire going to say? Holding the ball.
Yeah,
so
he ducked into
going
it.
To win it. Yeah.
He ducked into the initial contact.
So it's going to come back to Tommy Gurnan. He has the Sharon. Now, he's got a couple of options here. He's just going to send it long. Oh, that's wobbly off the side of the boot. Going back was Clayton Peterson. And he breaks away as well. Left foot, big sweeping kick to the outside. Look at Ramashiltz go in front of Baxter. Super contest. Play goes on. Umpire happy to let it go on. Ball at the bottom, and he'll take it in now. So Rammer, he's on the turf. He's about to jump up. He's a little goal, Robbie.
He is. I can just see in future years to come, he'll become a popular figure in senior footy, I reckon, in the Ovens and Murray. Hurry kick here by Owen Boyle. couldn't get too much territory. Net off half back, pumped there towards the outer wing, and the boundary line is the winner. As we see, just sleety driving rain coming down here at the moment, which is just going to make that ground a little bit slippery again. It's just going to be one of those days, a real typical spring day here at the Lavington Sports Ground. Grand final day. NAVARA Cup's up for grabs here. Ball spins back into play. Newton tapped it straight towards it. Klemke, I think it was. Over the back. Clever paddle there. Russell's trying to run onto it. Defending well here, the Magpies, and they're going to knock it through for a handball through the goals. It was Lukey Griffiths did that. Don't mind that, Benny. They're under the pump there. Slippery conditions.
Smart.
Only one thing to do.
Very smart.
Okay, Maggies, full-back position. They bring it right out. Off front spot, Fagan. Went through his hands. Ball back on the turf. Nice work from Fagan, who just tapped it. There's a chance for Gurnan, who went off the ground. Went by Junk. Russell, left foot. Up to the goal square and a one-on-one. Robertson couldn't quite take it. Dickens had a crack at it. There's Carson Way. Went through his hands. Shire going in. Was Robertson again. Okay, so this ball getting a little slippery. Griffiths on the boot. Sims and Fisher, they're in a one-on-one. Well done by Sims. Jayett, front spot here, picks it up, swings around, hand passes. Preble, he's got to go now. Gets back onto the footy, fell on the ground. Panthers through Powling. Junk again with Shire. There goes Russell, hacking it forward. Will Peterson off his chest. Oh, he's gone. Oh, so unlucky.
Yeah, very.
He's such a good player. And unfortunately, Will Peterson, he was just unaware that he was being mowed down, and he's been caught holding the ball, Benny.
And I think the big thing that stood out to me the first part of this quarter is he's Wang's shape behind the football. So although he got pinned then, he was sitting there. There's probably 2 or 3 spare back there ready for that kick. So I think they've definitely identified something as a coaching group, and it's starting to pay, but this will hurt.
Isaiah Robertson, such a good-sized player. And he's 35 out. He strikes it. It's going straight. It's a beauty. It's back out to a 10-point margin. So 46 plays 36. The Panthers up over the Maggies in the NAVARA Cup Grand Final.
Terrific finish by Isaiah. He's got a goal in each quarter now, so he's up to 3 for the match. As a coach, you just love when your big key forwards want to put pressure on inside your forward 50. Like, I think that's just that intent. He's definitely not a player that just has it one way and that's it. He's prepared to get up the ground, work hard and apply good pressure like that. But like you said, Lukey, he is a fantastic size, and he's someone that I think will progress quite nicely into senior football going into next year.
Yeah, Peterson, he was unlucky too, but he did drop a chest mark, and just those little things like that will come back. So here's a go now. Lavity pumps the ball long for Wangaratta. They look for the quick reply here. Corey Peterson was hanging about, couldn't get hold of the footy. Now it goes Cloud. Here's a chance for Bott the speed, so if he can pick it up and make a little bit of traffic. He kicks, hurry kick. Oh, Peterson. The other twin dropped a chest mark. He followed up okay, though. Corey, quick handball. Here's a chance here for Barry. Couldn't get over it. Tackle, no prior opportunity. And it'll be a ball up 20 metres out from the Wangaratta goal. They trail by 10 points. Interesting stat, boys. The last 4 goals have all come from free kicks.
Wow. Robbie McKinlay, Benny Tallarico and Luke Francis with you for the NAVARA Cup Grand Final in 25. As the Panthers bring it out of defence, Junk and also Peterson. Off he goes, Will. He wastes no time. Look at him break away into the pocket, over the head of Kerwin. Fisted away by Hadley defensively. And the ball's gone out of bounds. So we'll get a boundary throw in the pocket. Of course, coming up after this, we'll have the second grand final. Looking forward to that between the Wang Rovers and the Lavington Panthers. The bounce is at 11:30 a.m. as we count down to the big one at 2:30 between the Wang Rovers and the Wang Magpies. Let's have a look. Jayett went over the top of it. Barry at the bottom. Powling's got him. And we'll have a stoppage. So this one 30 out, Hannah Street end. Umpire about to send it aloft. So greasy ball now. Going in for the Panthers was Fagan. Heading out towards the pocket. Ball's gone out of bounds, Benny.
Yeah, no, the rain's starting to set in now a little bit, and it's going to make life pretty hard to possess the football. But like we said, I think the bigger bodies are Lavington. That could be an advantage for them in this second half.
10 points the margin. Panthers lead. Knocked behind. Here's a chance here. running onto it out the back. Now it's going to be a hurry kick, not 15. I don't think play on was the call. Here's Klemke, didn't have the footy.
Yeah.
And Klemke will get a free kick. Relieve a bit of pressure. 35 out from his own goal square.
Oh, Boyle, shoulder.
Oh, there we got it. Yeah, we'll keep a track and eye on that one, Benny. We'll come back to you with that. Laverty couldn't hang on to that one. Ball's very greasy indeed. Shire slips over. He's tackled there immediately by Abe Russell, and it'll be a ball up. Benny, what did we see there coming off the ground?
Yeah, it looks like Owen Boyle might have just popped his shoulder out there. Looked to be in a lot of pain. He's thrown the mouth guard as he's gotten to the bench. So if he can't go for this second half, that's going to really hurt Maggie's engine room.
Yeah, you're right, Benny. So Owen Boyle, some bad luck for him. He's popped out his left shoulder, so he's just on the bench at the moment. He's in some discomfort. He's got the trainer attending him. So, of course, one of the vice captains of the Wang Magpies thirds. So, unfortunate for Owen. Here they come now, the Magpies through care. Berry, he's brought down. It's over the shoulder. So good umpiring. Berry about to send it in. Another vice captain. Trent goes to the top of the goal square. Big pack. Plunkett try to get a fist to it. Now the race is on. Hadley, can he do something special here? It's hit the post. It's hit the post. So 46 plays 37. 46 plays 37. So they're not going away, the Maggies. They want the trophy just as much as the Lavington Panthers, Robbie.
Yeah, they would love this next goal. Get that margin under a goal. Playing on there was Scott for Lavington. Ran his full measure. Ball ends up almost on centre wing. It's a fantastic kick. The next kick's just as big. It'll bounce almost inside forward 50 by the time it finishes. So 2 kicks later after that minor score. And all of a sudden we've got a boundary throw in 60 metres around from the Lavington goal. 2 thumping kicks, Benny Tallarico.
Yeah, and that's how you're going to have to play when you get to these sort of conditions. Just take territory. It doesn't have to be pretty. If you can have repeat stoppages in your forward half, it's going to help you a lot, especially, like we said, with Lavy and their more mature bodies.
Still sleety rain coming down. We're into here's Hall, the classy Hall. Handballed in a hurry. Kick off the ground there was okay from Kerr. And again, the boundary line will be the winner. 70 around from the Lavington goal. They lead 46-37. 16 and a half minutes gone in the third quarter for McRae Motors. And for this quarter, we had just the 2 goals. One each, one to Rama Schultz and one to Isaiah Robertson for Lavington.
Yeah, beautiful, Robbie. Last premiership win in the 18s for the Wang Maggies was in 2022, so just 3 years ago. And for the Lavington Panthers, last flag in the thirds was 2023, just 2 years ago. So, of course, these 2 teams, very good. Junk swings it back. So it's in the hot spot now. This is interesting. Sims, just keeps a cool head. He might be gone. Costello's got him. Swings it around Carson Way. Junk. Here goes Sonny. Right foot back around his body. Over the head of Luke Griffiths. O'Sullivan concedes 1 minus score. So 47 plays 37. So it's back to 10 points. Panthers up over the Maggies. And, of course, the strong 18s programs, Robbie, have just obviously fueled the first grade comp, haven't they? I mean, just so much talent available for the ones.
You can see why. With Blake Newton, who'll play seniors today. He was here this time last year.
Yeah.
And here's Wang going to have to defend through Hadley.
Great pressure from Costello then.
Yeah, and that's what he does well as a Ben. The all-round footballer is Riley Costello, captain of this side. 47-37, 10 points the margin, 18 minutes almost gone. It won't be a long quarter, this one. Probably go around about the 23, 24 minutes. Panthers lead by 10. Crowd just hushes momentarily. Out the back, Klemke, hurry kick. Bott overran it. Chance for Mitch Adams. He couldn't get it. Bott does well. Gains it. The speedster couldn't break clear, but he got a handball to Will Peterson. Peterson kicks to a bit of space and a bit of grass. Over the back it goes. His brother Corey's there. Great shepherd provided there by Archie Toohey for his teammate. Kick was intercepted though. Handball over the top. Can they mount something from here? Kerr has the ball. Inside forward 50. Juggling attempted mark. Not paid. Ball hits the deck. On the ground. Kick off the ground was good from Fegan. Now there's Bott again. Can't get out of the play at the moment. Bott. Handball was low to Kerr. He ended up getting a kick. It might go out of bounds on the full. No, it stays in. Boundary throw in 80 metres around from the Wangaratta Gold. Lavington lead by 10. That's for McRae Motors. And the up for grabs, Lukey Francis, is the NAVARA Cup.
That's it, Robbie McKinlay. And again, another Super Thurs grand final this year. Just continues to throw up great deciders. Here's Hall breaking away Cooper. Over the top he goes to Dickens. And then Dickens with a long one forward. Robertson got knocked out of his grasp. Having a crack at it, Costello takes it across the chalk. Okay, so 60 around from goal. Or 55 this time from the scoreboard end. So we're gone close to 20 in the third term here, thanks to McRae Motors. Hope you're enjoying the action. Ball back into play. Let's have a look at the contest over there at the moment. So Laverty swings one out. Now here's Preble, front spot in front of Baxter. Ball on the turf. Good strong contest. The boys slip over, go to ground, and again, we'll have another ball up. Got to mention too, Benny, a best on ground today in the thirds grand final will be awarded the Brett Kirk Medal. Of course, former North Albury man and Sydney Swans champ.
We've got them all here. We were just talking earlier about at the halftime huddle. We had Adam Snyder down there assisting, a senior coach here at Lavington, assisting the under-18s, which is coached by Peter Dean. And exciting times coming up in the Dean family. If his son Harry, looking like be a father-son pick for Carlson.
Bring some life back to the
Blues,
we
need it. Here's a go. Junk off the scrimmage, off the pack. Sonny Junk misses to the left-hand side. It was looking promising. Nice little gather in the crowd there too by the young lady walking by. Jeez, how about the skills of that? Just one-handed little clutch.
Oh, yeah.
And here they go off from the kick-in. Luke, Wang Magpies.
Certainly do, Robbie. Let's have a look here. So out the back is Shire, trying to break through. All the Panthers were there, though. Costello, super work to get off the deck. Hooks it back with his right foot. Comes out the side. Care for the Maggies. Good work.
Been good.
He gets it to Lenny Sims.
Good quarter.
So Lenny Sims on the defensive 50 arc for the Maggies. Not the best day to have your strides on the line, Robbie.
Nah.
Does water the Aga Panthers though, which is good. True centre wing here, broadcast side, and we'll have a stoppage, Benny.
Yeah, I'd say there'd probably only be a couple of minutes to go in this quarter. I haven't had heaps of goals kicked, so won't be much time on.
Ramashul's just coming back onto the ground. He'd probably been off for 3 or 4 minutes there, Benny, and he's just trying to confirm. Yeah, he's going to go forward. He'll just do a little bit of work around the stoppage here, and he's being run with Charlie Baxter's got the roll on him. Been a good contest, that one. So deep time on, third quarter. It's an 11-point lead to the Panthers. Rain just easing a little bit. Costello overran it momentarily, stayed on it, just knocked it out. Goes back for a bit more. And we're 5 players over the ball there. Umpire Craig Eastick says, give it to me, lads. Handed there by Costello. Who can break from this scrimmage? Handball. Boundary wins. And there we go. So right in front of the interchange bench, it's stuck here. The stakes are high. No side wants to concede one here late. No. We're going to have game on here in the final term. 22 minutes and 22 seconds have gone, Lukey. Siren not too far away.
Okay, Robbie. Boundary umpire. True centre wing. Broadcast side. Here he goes, a young man. That's a beautiful boundary throwing. Couldn't have been better. Laverty and also Webb. Klemke. Maggie's trying to break through here. Here goes Berry. Kick was smothered by Junk. And nice work from Care. And it came up in the air from Laverty. He got his boot to it. Now let's have a look. Blake down low. Here goes Rammer. What can Schultz do? Just in front of Flynn Scott. Hadley joins the contest. Boy, out of bounds. On the arc of the 50, right adjacent to the WG Hartley stand. So at the moment, 48 playing 37. 7-6 plays 5-7. Panthers up over the Wang Maggies in the thirds grand final.
Yeah, Chris Knowles, the coach of the Maggies, just trying to get a bit of structure, a bit of setup there. Barking the orders. The runner's gone out. It's inside forward 50. Here comes Ramis Schultz. Handball. Was he slung? Play on's the call. Care's been good. Now it works back to the tractor. Tractor Haring. He finds grass. And it's going to be a boundary throw in 55 around from the Wangaratta Gold. 23 minutes and a half have ticked over. Benny Tallarico, what have you spotted?
One thing I've noticed this quarter is young Clayton from Wangaratta has gone to Riley Costello. So it looks like they've given him the job to just try and quieten roll his influence. He's had the 6 touches for this quarter, and he moves up to 21 for the game.
So we've gone close to 24 for McRae Motors in the third term. Ball heading towards the middle. Great work. So O'Sullivan takes it. He wastes no time. He sends it forward. Corey Peterson came charging out. Hadley's out the back. Now he picks it up. He straightens. Kick smothered. Beautiful work from the Panthers defence. Baxter, he's down low. Webb has a crack at it. Fagan trying to get through. Hadley's got him. And the umpire will take it. So about 15 out. Hannah Street end.
Flynn Scott was that man who spoilt that ball.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, look at the numbers around the peel here. So Newton on his boot up in the air. Corey Peterson. Flynn Scott again. Corey had him. Umpire said you're gone. Okay. I reckon the crowd might have talked him into that one, Robbie.
Helped him. Didn't hurt.
Big kick. Siren might go here.
Yeah, I agree, Benny. It could be a kick after the siren.
So at the moment, the Panthers have an 11-point lead. So this would bring it back to 5 points right on the three-quarter time siren. What do you reckon, Benny?
This is going to take something special. Big key forward. Let's see if he's got it in his kick bag.
So Corey Peterson, this would bring the house down.
Crowd.
If he could kick this, he's going to go with the Nana. Right foot, no. He's hit the belly of the ball across the face. So 11 points. Oh, hello. No, I thought there was something that's going to happen down there. Anyway, so at three-quarter time in the NAVARA Cup Grand Final, it is the Panthers 7-6-48, leading the Wang Magpies 5-7-37. Don't go anywhere. I think that's what they say, don't they, Robbie?
Yeah, don't leave us now.
Yeah, that's it. Don't touch your dial. Back very shortly for a big final term in the NAVARA Cup Grand Final on the live stream.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
I reckon I'll go mid.
Carlton Dry 3.5. Embrace the mid.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
With Optus Home Internet, you get more yes. Whoa. Which means less family screen time and more harmony with powerful Wi-Fi. Woo. Get the Ultra Wi-Fi modem at no extra cost.
Welcome to Sundancer Homes. We make building your dream home exciting and stress-free. Backed by over 30 years of experience, one of many reasons why we provide a lifetime structural guarantee. Visit our information centre at Dean Street, Albury.
This goes out to all the runners, the racers, the chasers, out of the box, and primed for the show. On your marks, get set. Running too late. Being first out the gate. Get the fit you need. The athlete's foot. Fit for every run.
My family always comes first. We go on adventures, offer guidance and cherish every moment together. At Tobin Brothers Funerals, they put family first too. They provide care and compassion where it matters most. And with a fixed price funeral plan, you can be assured your family won't be burdened by the cost of your funeral. Tobin Brothers Funerals, a trusted name since 1934, supporting local families just like yours in Albury, Wodonga and Corowa, Rutherglen. Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.
Said this will come down to the wire. Would not be surprised if we see a bit of overtime action today,
Oh,
guys. So,
Benny.
I'm really excited to see how that goes. But yeah, it's gonna take a bit. I don't see Owen Boyle out there. I reckon his day might be done.
Yes, if you've just joined us in the third term, as Benny Tallarico picked up Owen Boyle, one of the vice captains for the Maggies, made his way to the bench with a left dislocated shoulder. So unfortunate news for him, Robbie.
Yeah, it is, and but I think there's already a few of the other players sort of picked up already on it. Declan O'Sullivan came into it there late in that quarter there, and that's what's going to be required. But when if this game stays in around that single-figure margin, and it goes right, then we all drama, and I think the important thing is hold your discipline, which can be a real challenge for the younger guys, when things change in the game. So it's set up nicely.
Yeah,
absolutely. So 2 straight kicks in it as we wait for the crowd to disperse to the WG Hartley stand on the O&M's biggest day. So stick with us. So following this, of course, the Twos Grand Final coming up. So looking forward to that between the Wang Rovers and the Lavington Panthers. Benny, what have you got there for us, mate?
Just for our best players for that third quarter. Again, it was hard to look past Riley Costello. Had another 6 touches, in and under, plenty of pressure acts. He's got 21 for the game. 2 votes. I thought Will Peterson, yet again, was fantastic for Wang down back. And 1 vote went to Isaiah Robertson. He's had the 3 goals for the game. He's proving the difference in there.
Here we go. It's a lead to the Panthers by 13 points. Up it goes in towards half forward. Knocked forward. Peterson will been fantastic. Look at that. Picked up the slippery ball. And the left foot kick, it fortuitously goes the way of a teammate. Couldn't hang on to a hot footy. High up and under kick. Well done, Lenny Sims. Sitting under it's Flynn Scott. Pressure. Tight to the boundary line. Velodrome side of the ground between half back and centre wing. 7-7-49. 5-6-36. Scoreboard.
Yeah, so they had one scoreboard wrong on the outer side, Robbie. They've just adjusted that now.
Yeah, so that is the margin, is it? 13 points.
Yeah, that's it. So I said 11 at 3/4 time. My apologies. There was one scoreboard incorrect on the outer side, and the one on the near side was correct.
Well, that's what I had too. So anyway, they'd love the early goal. Care, did he have the footy? Play on was a call. Letting the game go. I don't mind it. That might be a push in the back off without the footy to Maggie. By screaming the supporters. And here's a go now for Clayton.
So the Maggies out wide, and he gets a floating ball forward as Griffiths. Let's have a look. Panthers, they want to repel the challenge. High ball up and under. Jayat sits under it through his hands. Clayton gets it on the boot. Panthers all slipping over Gurnan. So players finding it hard to hold their footing. Griffiths taken down by Edmonds, and we will have a boundary throw in. So 70 around from goal. Boundary umpire is going to pick it up. So who's going to step up for the Maggies? Can they peg back the Panthers in the final term? Or will Lavington continue on their merry way to take the cup in 25? Let's have a look. or taken off the ball was Haring. Long kick forward by Flynn Scott for the Panthers.
Oh.
Right of centre wing. Carson Way's taken the mark. So here he goes, Carson. He had to wait for his Panthers to race back inside 50. O'Sullivan at the back. Got hands to it just to spoil the mark. Great work from Hall, trying to keep his footing, slipped over. Well, taken off it was Kerr. Big tackle on him. O'Sullivan. Then got it to Will Peterson, up in the air.
Well done.
Ball spills out. Carson Way gets it out the back of the contest. Off the ground goes Preble. And here goes Schultz up against Baxter. Rammer hacks it off the ground. Just gained some valuable yards. The Panthers have it. Brought down. Play still goes on here. Goonan's taken. And the Maggies win it. Fantastic work. And Hadley's going to thump it in.
Yeah, watch Laverty's run all the way down and takes the mark. Gee, that was smart football from Hamish Laverty. He made a surge. As soon as he saw the free kick paid, he ran from the wing and he took a good grab for Macrae Motors.
It's fantastic by Cade Hadley. Like, fantastic follow-up. Big crushing tackle. Didn't give the Lavy defender every opportunity. And then to take the composure and lower his eyes and find the spare man inside 50. That's great play by Cade.
Massive kick. Hamish Laverty, 35 out, directly in front, on the left foot. He's kicked it. Game on here. 7 points is the margin.
Oof.
Lavington lead it. It's 49-42. Nice finish from Hamish Laverty.
No, it was a fantastic finish by the big fella. I think he's got a very promising career ahead of him. Obviously, younger brother of Xavier, but plays very different. I think if Wang have those two boys in their senior team in the next 5 years, they're going to be pretty hard to stop. But yeah, fantastic finish from the big man. And yeah, over to Lavington now.
How's this? Webb gets up high. And Costello had a crack at it. Let's have a look. It's going to go to Costello. Ciroli to take the kick. And he smack bang in the heart of the Lavington Sports Ground, and he just goes with a long one, looking for Hall, comes out. Oh, went through his hands, Carson Way. And now here's a chance for Redmonds. Wants to scoop back, gets it out the back of the contest. McGrath, left foot, sends it in. Haring at the front. The Maggies, they hold up. They want to swing it out to the broadcast side. Over the back it goes. Now here's Hunter Barrick, front spot. Klemke comes in. Good, strong contest. Good football between both players. Ball out of bounds, right of centre wing.
He's a goer, isn't he, Klemke?
Yeah.
I've been really impressed with his game today, guys.
So we've seen there Boyle off the ground, obviously that shoulder injury. O'Sullivan stepping up, did some really good work off half back there. Just picked up 60-odd metres with that kick. It's a bit of a wayward throw in. Webb, he'll kick it off the ground. He does, didn't get a lot on it. Scoos off the side of the boot, and it's out over the boundary line. Lukey Griffiths runs it over, Benny.
Looks like Nick Kerr's gone on ball now to replace Boyle, so they're obviously going to try and throw a few more people in there. But he, as you said in the third quarter, one that came into the game for Wang.
Yeah, he's had a big second half as Kerr. Swings back into play. Lavy lead it by 7. There's our man Kerr at the fall of the ball. They call for ball. Costello gets a kick inside forward 50. Clever tap there by Junk. Sonny Junk went back, got it again. Here's a hurried left foot kick there by Tui. They've got room to move here. McGrath, could he ice it? Kick off the ground was good. Ball spills. Dribbling kick. Goal! Robertson! He has 4. He loved every little bit of it. And the Panthers get a bit of breathing space. Margin goes out to 13. Sonny Junk take a bow. He did a lot of hard work.
He sure did. And just to get it into space, like that was fantastic then. And that's his 4th for the day, guys. Like we said, like it's going to be the question, who's going to stand up? And so far, Isaiah has. He's been huge for Lavington. And now the question is, can Wang reply? It's going to be a massive centre bounce here. So let's see.
There, Robbo, Isaiah Robertson. And didn't they go nuts in the grandstand here, the Panthers supporters, Robbie? Wow.
They'll tear it down if he gets them home.
Oh, that's it. Here we go, the Maggies. They're not done with yet. Hooking ball back into the centre. Let's have a look over here. Good, strong contest as the Panthers come off half back. Now Costello, what can he do with this? Oh, Berry came from the opposite direction. Dickens down low. And again, we'll have a boundary throw in. So 55 plays 42. What an important goal for the Panthers. They just get a bit of breathing space here in the final term. So we're going close to 7 for McRae Motors.
And Lukey, how big was Riley Costello's clearance
Absolutely.
to set up that goal?
That's right, Robbie. Okay. Russell, try to knock it forward. And we get a whistle here. It's going to come back. So Bott's going to take the kick for the Maggies. Callum, so got to get something out of this. Must score a major now. The Black and White Army. Let's have a look. Callum Bott sends it up towards the Hadley direction. Plunk it over the back. Maggies are going to pick it up. Nice work. So Laverty wants to go back. Oh, Corey Peterson nearly marked it. Schultz, he dived over that. He's in trouble. The umpire will ping him, and he's gone. So there's the old death pause. You know it's coming, Robbie.
Yep.
And it was a good decision.
You're gone fishing and you spotted the crocodile in the river and you're done.
Yeah.
That's what it was. There's the hurried kick there. Russell. Oh, tractor. It went between the front wheels. Handball was beautifully weighted to Carson. Carson couldn't have a hold of it. Oh, that's good. They're just doing little things right here. Will Dickens just got a hand in, a glove in, and they've forced the boundary throw in. Lavington lead 55-42. 8 minutes gone for McRae Motors. Rain just easing off a little bit. Still very greasy conditions out there. But both these sides have really put on an entertaining contest. Webb was there. Cher was there. Kick was smothered. Here's a go now for Hall. He's all class. Sonny Junk. High handball. Dickens whacked at it. Went back for another go. Spun through the tackle. Costello brilliant. Got hands high up and under. Out of bounds in the full. Abe Russell's kick was under pressure. Magpies will bring it back in through Peterson.
Certainly will. So, in fact, it was touched. It's touched, yeah.
Yep.
So it will be a boundary throw-in. So I thought that initially. So the boundary umpire's got that 100% correct. I was with you.
No, I'm with the boundary now,
yeah,
Lukey. I'm off.
Well, we're on a winner now, aren't we,
Yeah,
Robert?
we are.
That's a go. Junk. Will Peterson goes after it. And off the ground and out of bounds. Okay, so 55 playing 42. Panthers up. So we're now gone 9 for McRae Motors. Down on the arc of the 50. Hannah Street end.
But they can't afford to concede one for the rest of the game now, Wang, to be any chance, I reckon.
And that's it. Let's have a look. Who can win it at the coalface here? Hall to Klemke. Swings it around his body. Will Peterson. She plays well down back. So reliable. And he wants to send it out again. Left foot. Powling winding up. Oh, Plunker, didn't he hit the contest? Hadley will keep it in play, will he? Bouncing towards the chalk. Ball's gone out of bounds here, right of centre wing on the broadcast side.
What'd you spot, Benny?
Obviously, Will Peterson playing as a spare there for Wang inside forward 50, but Lavy set up really well. They had 2 spare behind that football then, so not going to be easy to go straight down the line through Lavy.
In it goes. It's slightly into attack between wing and half forward for Lavington. Kick off the ground was good for Wangaratta. It was Gus Yayat. And it'll be a ball up by umpire Llewellyn. They've been fantastic today, the 3 men in green. Lavington will go forward. Robinson sneaking down the ground there. Kick. Edmonds trails his opponent, which was not Cooper Newton. It was Trent Berry. And Lukey, we're going to have another boundary throw in. Player coming off the ground there. Keep an eye on for Wangaratta, just holding the back of his leg there. Benny, keep an eye on that down the interchange boxes.
Okay.
It's Laverty, sorry.
Umpire sends it in again. Junk got up high. Hall tried to spit one out the side. Nice work from Kerr. Goes again. Here's Kerwin. Charlie. Ball at bootlace level. So no one can pick it up at the moment. Got a greasy Sharon. Costello comes bursting onto it. Look at Riley. And he swings it around his body into the hot spot. Way! Oh, Carson dropped it. Jayat picks it up for the Maggies. Here's Berry. Trent just goes with a clearing kick. Good work. Now the race is on. Hadley after it. Comes onto the ball. Gets it inside. Turns it over to Tui. And Tui slams it in there. Dickens. Great work from Will Peterson. Geez, a terrific player, Robbie.
Yeah, well, if Wang get up from here, Will Peterson is going to be right in contention for the Brett Kirk medal.
100%.
Hadley knocked it down. Newton was there. Hamel over the top. There's trouble here. Goonan. Kick inside forward. Here comes the tractor. Bursting off half-back. He's hit a barrel to the velodrome wing. Now we've got a foot race. Flynn Scott with Blake. Scott won the footy. Blake stays with him. Attempted smother. Blake's kick was good. Costello lurks. Costello can't gather. Slipped over. Tap was crucial. Here's a go. The tractor's back for a little bit more. He's lifted. Kicks the ball to half forward. Boundary line lurks and over the boundary. Good tackle. Tommy Gurnan was wrapped up by Charlie Kerwin. Boundary throw in. Velodrome side of the ground. And it is Lavington 55 leading Wangaratta 42. We reckon there's about 12 minutes left in this one.
Absolutely, Robbie. So to state the bleeding obvious, Benny Tallarico, the Maggies dearly need the next goal.
Close the gap.
Yeah, that's it. Far side Hall, he went down low. Klemke again. Gee, he works hard. So tenacious. Ball back out of bounds in front of Tommy Gurnan.
Benny, that physical nature of the Lavington game is coming to the fore just at the moment. Conditions still slippery. Tight contest.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, mate. I think that, as we said all day, the tackling has been phenomenal.
Okay, back into play. So front spot was Newton. Now there goes Clayton around his body. Panthers are going to win it back though. Trying to get it out the back of the contest. Russell, he's trying to barge through. He's taken though by Hunter Barry. And the umpire again to take the TW Sharon Kangaroo brand.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit of a break in the weather coming through. Now rain is just hardly falling at the moment. Looks like there could even be a little bit of sunshine out the back out there in the southwest as Lavington go forward again. Here comes Haring. He couldn't take the mark and he decides he'll kick it off the ground. It worked out okay. Wangaratta will get it through here. Griffiths to half forward. Where will it spill? Panthers have got numbers. Just sitting over the footy. Handball was very clever. Ends up with Ed Clayton. Into half forward. Can they get under and take a mark here? Ball bounces free. Tui was okay. Rammer was there. Did he have the footy? Play on was a call. Here's a chance. Handball inside. No. Decides to kick. They've got numbers. Hunting after the football. There is Abe Russell. Leads the way in front of Hunter Barry. Boundary line wins out. Right on the 50-metre arc. It'll be a boundary throw in. Wangaratta into attack. They trail by 13. We've ticked over 14 minutes now for Macrae. They do need one very soon here, Lukey.
Yeah, absolutely, Robbie. So 13-point margin. Panthers up. So time is running out for the Maggies. Okay, into the pocket. Hadley. Inside ball. Blake. Smothered. Tui. Left foot. And shifts it out towards the boundary line.
Deliberate.
And it's gone out of bounds.
Great smother by Klemke there.
Yeah, so crowd building definitely on the broadcast side. And, of course, everyone on the hill out in the open. Had a bit of light rain this morning, or drizzle if you like. 55 plays 42 in the GF NAVARA Cup. In the thirds, Powling. And also Cooper Newton. Ball back at bootlace level, spits out. And then going to ground is Coonan. And the umpire are going to take it, Robbie. So they're closing it down here at the moment.
Everyone's holding their nerve at the moment. Time is still on their side. Cannot let Lavington score another goal. They'll need a couple themselves and maybe a little bit of loose change. Edmonds, got a little bit too clever in the slippery conditions. Swing and a miss. Gee, it's tight in there. It just won't come out. Here's Costello. The class of Costello. Can he extract something out of this? He sees the boundary line as an option, and he takes up that option. Centre wing and a boundary throw in, 55 to 42. 15 and a half minutes for Macrae's. They're not conceding much here at all at Lavington. Very tenacious. Maggies need the next goal.
Back into play. And Powling got a clear one out. Edmonds, left foot, hooks it around his body. Carson Way front spot in front of Haring. Now Berry has a crack at the pill. So too does Costello again. Shire came in on him. Ball spills out. Dickens. Now the umpire's going to take it. He wants to sort it out. So right as centre wing. He's asking for nominations. Sharon up in the air. Good strong contest. Clayton lost the handle on the footy. Mitchell Adams went to ground. And again, Klemke at the bottom this time. He's going to win the free kick. So he's first to the ball. Wins the pill in front of Charlie Kerwin. Out wide he goes.
Here he is.
Yeah, Costello. And the ball has gone out of bounds. Off his chest. Slippery pill.
Yeah, I don't mind his move to half forward. It's him and Hall down there. It's a bit spooky for the opposition, Ben.
Certainly is. Presents really well at the footy. Like, he's that modern big body midfielder. Like, looks like young Bontempelli back in the day, I reckon, Robbie.
Not a bad rap from Benny Tallarico. Now ball in midfield. Genuine contest. 6 players converge on the footy. Kick off the ground by the Magpies. Rammer wants it further. Oh, he's worked off the ball though. Bott was really clever from Fisher. Handball over the top now. It's good to Baxter. Kick was smothered by Bott. Bott went back for more. Great kick off the ground. Out the back now. There's a bit of room here for Abe Russell. And he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. He has indeed. So the ball will come back into play. It'll be brought back in by Gus Yayat, who's been outstanding in the second half. Lukey, can they conjure something up from here, the Magpies?
Yeah, Robbie. So the margin's still at 13. Kerwin, here we go. Barry gets it forward. Peterson, Corey. Oh, 2 bites at it. Sims, Lenny, rolling. Oh, bouncing. Oh, he's missed it. Through for 1 minus score. So 55 plays 43. So it's back to 2 straight kicks, Robbie. Well, 12 points in it.
They probably needed the point at some stage. Maybe.
Yeah.
So they've got it. So 12 points it is. Maybe 7, nearly almost 18 minutes ticking over. 5 or 6 minutes left in this one. They need a couple of goals to square up the ledger. They're in the ball's at centre wing, and it's not going anywhere. Bomber Llewellyn says, "I'll have it, fellas." He'll toss it up. Inside forward 50. There's 4 Magpies and 5 Panthers defending. Hall. Handball was clever. McGrath drives it into half forward. Oh, bounce is good. Good smother, though, by the Magpies defence. Keeping going at it there was McGrath. McGrath, another kick off the ground. The tractor's on it. Haring's got to show you composure. He did okay. He found the boundary line. You can hear through our effects. It was good pressure. It was outstanding. And it's in where the Panthers want it. Half forward, boundary throw in. They lead by 12. About 4 or 5 minutes left in this one.
What do you reckon, Benny? We're going 18.5 for McRae Motors.
I think Wang need to kick the next one if there any chance here.
Let's have a look. Hall breaks away, heading towards goal. It's right, bouncing, and it's gone through for 1 minus score. Okay, so we're back out to 13 points. Back out to 13 points. Panthers with the lead. In the GF, Trent Berry.
That was Cooper Hall's 8th touch for the quarter.
Wow.
Had a massive last quarter, Coop.
Kick 2 goals, 4. Gee, that's a big kick. Hits the centre of the ground. They lead it by 13. They'll mop up beautifully off half back here. Hill drives it into half forward. Dickens, good contest. Clever work. Edmonds has lifted his game in the second half. Look out here. Looking for a bit of room to move was Costello. He was shut down pretty quick. They're going to lock it down. They're happy with that result. Ball up, 45 out from the Panthers' goal. They lead it by 13 points. And we've gone 19.5 minutes, Lukey, for McRae's. And we might have a time off here. Might have an injury.
Yeah, so we'll just wait and see. There's a bit of cramp down there. So it's Trent Berry. I actually saw Trent coming into the ground and he was wheeling in a speaker. Had this massive speaker and I said, "You're going to pump the boys up?" And he said, "Yeah, mate, I'm going to get it blaring down here." Rightio, into the pocket it goes. Here he is, Trent. He's under pressure. Goes again. Well done. Just to repel the challenge, Luke Griffiths dropped it. Costello overran it. Hall, he had a crack at it. And now Blake. Here goes Johnny. Fisher's down there. Breaks away, does Fisher. Gets it on his boot, sends it forward. And now it's going out in the pocket. And we will have a boundary throw in. How's the intensity?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they've done nothing wrong here, Pam. No showing its weaknesses here yet, Benny. They're holding up beautifully under the pump here. Boundary throw in. It has whistle. They're going to have to sort out the rucks here. Umpire Reestick just clears all that up. Sonny Junk will there take up against Laverty. Junk got the tap. Here's Costello lurking. Tackle, got rid of it. Hall was dangerous. Snap out on the full. That was Will Dickens. And they're going to have to go coast to coast here. Almost 21 minutes gone. I reckon about 3 minutes in it, Lukey. Lavington look home. They lead by 13.
Yeah, they do, Robbie. So the Lavington Panthers almost with the cup in their keeping. Here's Jayat. Gets it out the side. Bott. And he sends it back in. Let's have a look. Hadley flew at the back. Well done by Plunkett. Baxter, he jumped the pack. Barry's in there. He goes in. Baxter goes again. Bott had him. Holding. So a little stiff there. Baxter's going to end up with it. So they're about to Send it back into the attacking zone. Will it get over the back? Comes to the front. Dickens taken down in a strong tackle. But the time has almost gone for the Maggies. The sand running through the hourglass at the rapid rate, Benny.
Days of our lives.
Yep.
Indeed. Can Panthers get a late one to cap it off? Hall, snap. Was it touched?
Ooh.
Yes, it was. 14 points the margin. They look home here, the Panthers. They lead by 14. 22 minutes have ticked over. They're just going to run it. Up the guts they go, Lukey Francis.
O'Sullivan long, Robbie. Look at this work from Klemke. Gee, he's had a dip today in the granny. Barry's got him over the shoulder. So young Zach Klemke with the Sharon in his hands. So the Panthers are going to take the NAVARA Cup in 2025. Out wide to Russell. He's had a solid game today, Abe. Swings it back in, trying to get Chuck. Hadley came from nowhere. Well done by Cade. He sends it up in the air on the arc of the 50. Make sure you stick around for the twos. Coming up very shortly. As the ball goes inside 50, 45 out. Hannah Street end, and we'll have a ball up, Robbie.
Yeah, they've played as if the lives depend on it here, the Panthers. So have Wang, Benny, but they just refuse to succeed. No weaknesses here.
No. I think the game's been played in tremendous fashion. It's been a great contest to watch, but yeah, I think Lavi's top few have just really stood up when they needed them to and have led from the front.
Geez, doesn't Haring like a barrel out of the fence? That's another one to the other side of the ground this time. It'll be a boundary throw in. 23 and a half gone. Lavington lead it by 14 points. Couldn't be too much longer to go in this quarter. We've only had the 2 goals. We haven't had a goal since the 6-minute mark, which came through Robertson, which was his 4th. I guess he'll be a contender for the Brett Kirk medal. Up there with Riley Costello, Will Peterson and the like. Bott overran it. Nothing happening at the moment. They're holding up here. Sonny Junk. Handball was clever. He's trying to get their feet a high up and under from Webb into the open goal square. Well, Robertson. He can seal the deal. Taking a mark, 30 out directly in front, going for 5. There it is. It won't matter. It won't matter. Robinson, the only thing here, can he kick 5? That could put him in contention. Robinson comes in and has banged it through, and have a look at the Lavy Panthers. They get around the big fella. They get around themselves. They are premiers. They've got the NAVARA Cup coming home to the Lavington. Up goes a helmet in the air. What about that? Robbo has 5, and the Panthers have a premiership. 9-9-63 have defeated the Wang Maggies 6-7-43. Benny Tallarico, how about that?
Yeah, as always, a fantastic game. It's been back and forth, but Lavy have always just maintained a little bit of a buffer, haven't they? I think, like we said, it's pretty unheard of to have 19 top-age players in a third side, and I think that was the difference today. I thought their physicality, their tackling was phenomenal, and like the players, as we said, there'll be a few that you could raffle for the Brett Kirk medal, because I thought there were some terrific individual performances for the Panthers.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to Peter Dean, the head coach of the Lavington Panthers in the thirds, and also Dave Costello, his assistant. And it's just been too good this afternoon, and what a terrific contest it was in the thirds. A great spectacle. Of course, the Maggies tried right down to the wire, but in the end it was the Panthers too good at the Lavington Sports Ground today. Again, that final score, 9-9-63 to the Maggies, 6-7-43. As Robbie McKinlay said, the best on ground in the thirds grand final will be awarded the Brett Kirk medal. Of course, Sydney Swans champion, and did, of course, play at the North Albury Hoppers as a junior. So we're looking forward to that. But a great spectacle as we look down on the ground here on the Ovens and Murray's biggest day. So good crowd building too, Benny.
Yeah, no, it is. And I think this next game will be a fantastic contest. I think Lavy and Rovers will be in the reserve grade, and a couple of years ago, both these teams played off in an under-18s grand final,
Yes.
and you'd be surprised just how many of them are still playing for their clubs. So that'll be a fantastic game of footy to watch. But just going to the stat sheet, a couple of boys that really stood out today and who probably will be front runners for the medal. Rolly Costello, the captain, ended up with 28 disposals for the game, kicked the 1 goal, was fantastic. I thought his pressure and just how clean he was below his knees really stood above for me. Cooper Hall had a massive last quarter with the 9 touches, ended up with 21. And he kicked, 2 goals, 4?
Correct.
Yep. And obviously was damaging in front of goal. And then obviously the big man up forward, Isaiah Robertson, 5 goals for the day, really strong presence, and gave them a strong target to kick to, ended up with the 5. So those 3 were definitely probably the best for me. I thought for Wang, the best by quite a bit was Will Peterson.
Yeah.
I thought he tried his heart out all day. He was fantastic down back, intercepting a lot of the loose ball, and just you could never fault his endeavour. And a couple others that stood out, I thought were really consistent over the 4 quarters. I thought Lenny Sims, for a 15-year-old, played pretty well in his first thirds grand final and has a very bright future ahead of him. And I thought Nick Kerr late in the game, second half, really stood up when Owen Boyle went down with his shoulder. I thought Owen had a fantastic first half, but I think losing his grunt around the football really hurt them in the second half of that game.
And also little Rama Schultz was very lively too for the Maggies too, Benny. No, great work. So Benny Tallarico, of course, the rep coach of our under-18s Ovens and Murray team. And Robbie McKinlay alongside of me. Luke Francis scoring the thirds NAVARA Cup Grand Final for 2025. So we'll be heading down to the presentation very shortly, of course. Robbie, you're back for the seconds. The Wang Rovers up against the Lavington Panthers. Bounce at 11:30.
Yeah, Lavington side chock-a-block full of senior footballers. In fact, from their 2019 senior premiership play, you go through, there's Sam Hargraves. We look at Adam Butler.
Yeah.
Where else we got? There's Chris Holman was in the squad. Whether he plays or not, I'm not really sure. And then senior players from this year, the likes of Nick Meredith's another one there, so potentially 4. And then you look at the players of the calibre of Nico Sedgwick, Drewy Bevan, Will Leach. Yeah, it's not a bad squad.
Wonderful, Rodio. We're about to cross down to the presentation area. Again, the Panthers premiers. Congratulations to them in the NAVARA Cup for 2025. So we're about to wrap up our commentary of the game, but stick with us for the presentation because you won't miss that here on the live stream. From Benny Tallarico, Robbie McKinlay and Luke Francis, we certainly hope you've enjoyed the action. Stick with us for the rest of the day. Of course, again, the seconds coming up between the Wang Rovers and the Lavington Panthers. The bounce at 11:30. And then the big one coming up later this afternoon between the Wang Rovers and the Wang Magpies. The first Wang Derby Grand Final in the O&M in 48 years.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
I reckon I'll go mid.
Carlton Dry 3.5.
Embrace the mid.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
Shawty get
The new Nissan Navara has landed at McRae Nissan with a tougher, more rugged design, Nissan intelligent mobility, advanced off-road capabilities, and a host of on-road refinement. Test drive one today at McRae Nissan.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
With Optus Home Internet, you get more yes. Which means less family screen time and more harmony with powerful Wi-Fi. Get the Ultra Wi-Fi modem at no extra cost.
Welcome to Sundancer Homes. We make building your dream home exciting and stress-free. Backed by over 30 years of experience, one of many reasons why we provide a lifetime structural guarantee. Visit our information centre at Dean Street, Albury.
This goes out to all the runners, the racers, the chasers, out of the box, and primed for the show. On your marks, get set. Running too late. Being first out the gate. Get the fit you need. The athlete's foot. Fit for every run.
My family always comes first. We go on adventures, offer guidance and cherish every moment together. At Tobin Brothers Funerals, they put family first too. They provide care and compassion where it matters most. And with a fixed price funeral plan, you can be assured your family won't be burdened by the cost of your funeral. Tobin Brothers Funerals, a trusted name since 1934, supporting local families just like yours in Albury Wodonga and Corowa Rutherglen. Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.